go black, I hit the hood. Thought I was fast, but not that good.
Aside from our guest episodes, the Pile Up Podcast is highly visual. Please do not watch and drive.
Tonight in the sing-along, everybody knows black wheels are dumb. Shiny pants, shiny shoes, and some wheels. Playing games in the chat is so real. Rich rarely ever gets on. Surprised we even put them in their song. Rio in the background making reels. All the Instagram nerds getting in their feels. Release us from this feeling. The chat is always screaming. Smash and star, smash and star. Welcome to the Pile Up Podcast. The podcast is the worst. Welcome to the Pile Up Podcast. The worst podcast on earth.
Do you need a really fucking sick livery for your drift car? Maybe you just want a bunch of stickers to throw at people. Hit up New School Vinyl for all of your adhesive bag laminated vinyl needs.
Pile Up Podcasts, storeworks.com. Pile Up is like send us an ad, and so we sent them this ad, but we forgot to podcast, so there's no voiceover, so here's your voiceover. Use promo code Pile Up, save 10% on coreworks.com.
Have you been looking for a way to keep your hands looking cool at the track, or even at the shop while you're working on your car? Maybe you're just self-conscious because you have weird-looking hands. Whatever the reason, Limited Glove Company is here for you.
Pile Up Podcast is brought to you by the East Coast Drift School. Lessons and testing sessions at the historic Old Bridge Township Raceway Park. Come bring your car to the most legendary track on the East Coast. 2-hour sessions are just $250 per person. Classes can hold up to 6 drivers, and you can choose between 3 different tracks to drive. The Formula Drift Stadium, the Casino Royale Kart Track, and the Club Loose Road Course. DM East Coast Drift School on Instagram for more information.
Style, grace, speed. This is Smile Death, a lifestyle brand focused on community. Not only do they offer dope apparel, slaps, and merchandise, they support the motorsports community with entertainment, events, and dreams. Smile Death is also the home for the drift team Car Shop Kuroshi and home base of the Smile Network on YouTube, which brings you shows like the Pile Up Podcast. Smile Death will continue to support the drift community. Will you support us? Please visit www.smilexdeath.com. And thank you.
Drift Maps. Filter events by organization, state, and more. 400 plus events, from grassroots to competitions. Save events directly to your phone. Make sure you visit driftmaps.com.
What is up, everybody? It's your boy Damien. Welcome to Pile Up Podcast, episode 81, Safety Third. So tonight we're going to be talking about a bunch of dumb shit, because there's some dumb shit that just happened in the media that we're going to talk about. And that's what makes it, topical. Like topical creams. What? Topical? Who? Where am I? Is this the podcast? I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'm just fucking with everybody. Hi! I'm in a really good mood because I just finished painting all of our team's bullshit. So finally, I feel free. I feel relaxed. I feel embodied by the spirit of Satan. So let's dive into this episode and bring the boys on. We got a bunch of fucking people in the chat already. What is up? We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. We are on Pornhub. We are on LinkedIn. We're trying to get jobs. Let's fucking go. All right, bringing in the boys really quick. Rio is apparently having horrible computer issues because he's a fucking jerk. But yeah, and yes, I am super high from paint fumes. It's one of those times. Hey, Mr. Chad, the old right-hand man. I brought you in. You didn't even know about it. Let's bring in James while he's doing something. James is eating pizza. We're all here except for Rio.
Hey.
Hi. Welcome.
Hey, hi. How are you?
Hey, hi. How the hell are you? So, 81. We're fucking moving along here. And
We're old.
we're old. I want to start planning episode 100. So if anybody has really cool ideas, let's start brainstorming. Hit those DMs. Giveaways, elephant rides, mustache rides,
Fuck yeah.
whatever.
Both?
Let's get fucking nutty. Let's go nuts. I saw Mr. Limiter saying, what did he say here? No black t-shirt? Yeah, it is weird. I don't wear white very often, but when I do, it brings out the color of my eyes.
They're beautiful.
Wow. I can see so much color.
Yeah,
They're
right?
looking into my soul.
I wish you just had a black and white monitor. It's an old
I'm just
tube
colorblind.
TV. Yeah. That's pretty funny. Episode 100 special guest Diddy. No, we're not going to do that. Wild Steve, I'd come in those eyes. All right. This is starting out. Yeah, we got to bring the chat in. Welcome.
Maybe,
Yeah.
hear me out.
Oh,
Maybe
God.
episode 100, we have a clean episode.
Oh, that could be the one. That could be the one where we have the something crazy. You have to do something crazy if you over sexualize something or swear.
You say something dirty and you have to like get naked and run around.
Well, that would get us canceled. But close.
Wait.
Well, can y'all do a podcast on how to lowball people on Marketplace? Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Persistence is key. Just keep throwing numbers until they ban you, or they
Every day.
Yep. Keep going down and be like, it's not going to stop.
Right.
So you might as well
it's been sitting here for a whole nother day, so knock them off the price, buddy.
Yep. That's funny. So before we dive into the media episode, because we have a lot of cool stories. People submitted some stories. So I posted something. I said, hey, media, event organizers, just anybody, if you have any cool event safety stories, I'd like to hear them. I want to go over them. Because I don't know if y'all seen, but the recent media guy getting fucking absolutely pummeled by the 350Z.
Yeah, down in Florida?
Right? Yeah. Was pretty funny. I mean, I hate to say that it's funny.
Yeah,
but
it was funny.
I
got a good story.
I laughed
for this episode.
Good. I'm glad you're bringing something to the table for
finally.
No. That's funny. But I did want to say some stuff. So before if Rio can even get in, sounds like I'm playing producer and host. That's probably what's happening. Mr. Mike is in the chat for once. It's been a long time, buddy.
Shit.
Hey. Yeah. So, Final Bout is in, 2 weekends?
Yeah, when you posted that today on the Kuroshi page, like the countdown, and I was like, oh, fuck, it's really only 9 days till we're trying to, show the cars. I was like, goddamn. I'm like,
oh, yeah.
I'm out of town for the next 2 weeks, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, so that's going to be fun.
We're doing it on my birthday. That's the deal. So that's
Sick.
Saturday. I'm turning 43. Wanted to do something special. So
Richard Petty, hell yeah.
Pretty special, Richard Petty, 40. Is that 43? Yeah.
43.
Nice.
The king.
Nice.
You a big NASCAR guy?
Look at him.
I grew up on NASCAR. I grew up watching it. My parents used to watch it all the time. My mom was a Dale Earnhardt fan. My dad was a Bill Elliott fan, and I was a Jeff Gordon fan.
That explains a lot about you.
Thank you. I've been to quite a few races, lots of tracks. I mean, the golden age of NASCAR is over to me, so I haven't really followed it in a few years.
I feel a little embarrassed to say this out loud, but when I was young, my dad used to watch the races on Sunday too, and I was also a Jeff Gordon fan.
Oh, wow. No way.
Well then, you were a Rainbow Warrior?
Was that what they called us? I don't
know.
That
that's what they called the team. Like their crew were the Rainbow Warriors.
I just watched to
cool
see
scar.
the crashes and hope Jeff didn't crash because that's my boy.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
And then when he put flames on his car, it was fucking sick.
That was pretty sick.
Yep.
I was into NASCAR for a short stint, but it was only because of the colors. I'd pick we talked about this before, having a starter jacket. You don't even like the Orlando Magic, but you're going to wear that fucking starter jacket because it's sick. That's what I did with NASCAR. I didn't really like it, but my mom's boyfriend at the time was a big NASCAR guy. So I just was like, I like that car, and he's like, and then he slapped me on the side of the head and was like, that car fucking sucks, you piece of shit.
You stupid fuck.
Then he beat the shit out of my mom. No.
Yeah, good.
Actually, he did, but it wasn't, I was so little. I will
Welcome
tell
to
you-
your weekly drifting podcast.
Yeah. Let's talk about spousal abuse.
Jesus Christ.
No, but I'll tell you one thing I remember about NASCAR, which I loved, was I lived in Reading, Pennsylvania at the time, which Reading's kind of like ups and downs, but has like some valleys in it. And the valley, we lived in the very top, and it had like these alleyways that like in the middle had like the rain runoff, which is like a U style. You know, all the alleys had those, and it was sick because we were into building NASCAR models and very intricate like NASCAR models, like painting them the whole nine. But all we would do is they had like little straight axles in them, and they actually could roll. We would just take them out to the alleyway and race them. And it was so fun. It was like Pinewood Derby style. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just lift a block and they all go down and we'd all cheer. And then I go back home and my fucking stepdad or whatever beat the shit out of my mom again.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I hope she's watching. Yeah, I told you every now and then she'd watch for a little bit, you know, and then she falls asleep. Yeah. She's like super elderly. I hope she's watching. I'm taking her back down memory lane of getting her ass beat.
Mother's Day is coming up. You're just like, yeah, he was beating my mom, and she's old as fuck.
Yeah,
like, but I love you.
I did just. Hey, check this out. I did just give mom her very first video game system. So
that's sick. What system is it?
So it's one of those ones that it could play Super Nintendo, Nintendo, and Sega.
Oh, like an emulator?
Yeah. Because she wanted to start playing games, so I was like, fuck yeah, like this is awesome. So I had like an extra Xbox One or whatever, but I was like, wait, yeah, Melinda, Damien, what the fuck? That's my mom. That's awesome.
That's wild.
That's so funny. She knows I embellish. I mean, he probably did. Well, he did beat her. But anyway, hey, mom. But guess what? He's dead, right? Didn't he fucking die? He like whittled away to nothing. So we got the last laugh. You know, I was gonna kill him, but I've been playing.
Crazy.
That's so cute. So no, I gave her the system, and it's cool because it comes full circle. I gave her like the very first game that I played, which was Super Mario Brothers. So I'm like, that's so cool. And you know, she says she's been playing, but I'll definitely go over and judge the shit out of her. But yeah, we'll see. The last time I was over, she was like trying to do stuff, and she had the fucking remote controller upside down, and she did. And I was like, okay, let's fucking turn it around. Love you, that's Mom. Awesome. Yeah, she's so bad with electronics. But anyway,
she said, no, he kicked me and I gave him a black eye.
That's so funny. I also hope Damien's mom has a face tattoo. I do too. That'd be awesome. That'd be so cool.
That's nuts.
All right, where was I going with that?
I'm gonna play Mario Kart with your mom.
She would just not do good. She's not. She's not there yet. She promises. Well, she's trying. At Melinda, please get face tattoo.
I do know a tattoo artist.
Yeah. I've never tattooed my mom. She always talked about it, but I know she's very indecisive. She changes her shit all the time. You know what I mean? So she'll be like, I want a sunflower with a boner or something. And I'm like, you're not going to want that in a week, you know? So
that's a crazy tattoo idea.
That would be pretty sweet, right?
Yeah. I would love to see it on somebody that's not me.
I was going to say, can I tattoo that on you?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
When we do our tattoo exchange?
When we do our tattoo exchange?
Yeah, I'm going to tattoo you. You're going to tattoo me. We talked about this.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just did right now. It's law now.
Okay.
But it's also one of those things where it's you can't see until you're done.
Oh no.
We'll square it out like, you know, a little spot somewhere on your
within
body.
a certain area.
Yep.
Right.
So it can't be ridiculous. So but anyway,
it can still be ridiculous.
What was I was going somewhere and I wanted to it wasn't NASCAR.
We got so off topic.
I got so off topic about spousal abuse. God, it just makes me angry. I should just go beat a woman right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Where? Oh, final bout. Yeah, final bout. Anyway,
it all comes back. It's fine.
It all comes back. We got 2 weekends till we're there. So Special Stage East, we're working our butts off to try to get these dumb cars done. Come say what's up. We got some new slaps that have not been released that I'm going to be giving out. So
I'll bring tattoos.
He'll have temporary tattoos that you can put on horrible parts of your body.
And also permanent tattoos. Chad's going to be giving permanent grocery tattoos in our pit.
Yep.
I am.
He's really fast. He's really fast. What else? I got just a bunch of cool shit. You know what I mean? So I have like new stickers that I think we might do like a only in person. Oh my god, excuse me. Only in person. Do you get them? I don't know. What should we do? Should we sell them?
I think that it's special if you get them in person. You know.
I like giving stuff out.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
get them.
Get them. And I will have a bunch of James call me stickers too. So those are going to go out.
Good. We'll leave those in the Applebee's bathroom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. What is up, Will? And that's pretty much it. So that's all I really had to bring up is we're done with the paint work. We're on to sticker stuff.
James, let's hear about your car.
I just brought it home. Like Damien, I texted Damien at like 7:00, and I was like, "Paint looks like it went well." He's like, "Podcast."
I literally,
I just got to the shop with my car. Like I just picked it up, brought it back, unloaded it, and came back and got on here. But it runs. Fired up.
Step 1
a couple
complete.
hours ago.
Let's go.
I don't know.
it's good enough to like get on and off the trailer. Like
I drove it on, drove it off. So tuning Saturday morning, and in the meantime, I'll try to put it together and.
Whoa! Did you guys hear that noise?
Yeah,
by the
it was
way?
like a little change dropping.
No, I changed some stuff. Hell yeah! Thank you, Wild Steve.
$3.69. That'll give me like 2 of my favorite freezer pizzas.
Whoa, they're that cheap?
They might be like $2 now, but they used to be that cheap.
Nice.
You need to get better pizza, bro. At least get
this
Domino's.
This is a Red Baron. This one's real. This is not great.
A Red Baron. Nice.
I forget what the brand I like is, but it's like cheap as shit. Incredible.
Yeah. NASCAR is NASCAR spelled backwards.
Crazy.
That's pretty funny.
If that was true. I had to look at the word. I'm like,
so
what?
did I.
No,
So
like,
did
what
I.
do you mean?
Yeah. Albert, how's the Sabotage Boys doing? Are you guys gonna make it?
I saw Albert or not Albert. God, why are names hard?
While you guys figure out how to talk and Albert answers, the Smooth Brain unleashed their cars this week and they look good.
That's like a long conversation. I'm just trying to remember one guy's name.
Yeah, I don't think
Tyler. Tyler was on the dyno. We're talking about Sabotage. There you go. Tyler was on the dyno.
Tyler was on the dyno.
Like today or yesterday.
Yeah. So that's good.
Now we can talk about Smooth Brain, Chad.
Hey, well, wait a minute. Are we gonna get? Is there no Rio tonight? He's
Probably
lying
not.
to us. He's turning into not a very responsible right-hand man.
That's true.
Maybe the people voted for the wrong person.
They might have. Should we impeach him?
Impeach him.
Yeah, there you go. Overthrow.
No, because I need his skills still behind the scenes.
Yeah, we don't have skills.
No.
Yeah, I ain't making reels.
We do.
Fuck all that.
We do need him.
He's very good at that. No, that's funny.
Yeah.
Smooth Brain. So they did good. They I actually have a question from them. Oddly enough, that we're going to read and we'll go over. But anyway,
Smooth Brains?
From one of the Smooth Brains,
Nice.
one of the Smooth Brainers. So what is up, Darren? We miss you too. Yeah, you haven't been first in a long time, buddy.
That is true. You're really slacking.
I'm kind of upset. The Smooth Brainers popped out with a surprise refresh, which is pretty cool. I didn't expect them to go as hard as they did, and I think it's really cool. Apparently, talking to them, they said their panel gaps and everything are like perfect.
Dude, fucking Sam's car has working door chimes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
What the
crazy. That's crazy.
Fuck that. Fuck all of that. It's like
You
a
went
stock.
too far.
It's like a brand new car. He's like, he built a brand new car to then turn that car into a drift car.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's how it went, it seems. He said he had, like, working fans, working AC, like, pretty wild. The interior of that car is pretty sick, though. All the purple gauges look pretty cool. So I'm stoked to see those cars in person. And, they can drive. So, that was half the battle for them.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice that they got that part, situated. I know that I think they kind of took it personal when they were voted, like they were at the bottom of the list for Final Bout East last year, 2 years ago. 2 years? Last year.
Last year.
Was it? Oh, yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. Yep.
Because we were just there hanging out.
Oh, yeah, I was emceeing. Yep. So I think they took that a little personal. You know what I mean? They were kind of like, fuck? Like,
Yeah.
because you know you're better than that, but like I don't think they never they were all about driving. You know what I mean? Which is sick. So and I love that because they had like I don't know, their style was there. It was just in a certain style, but the cleanliness and the little stuff, the details weren't there. Now they went crazy with details, and they're still going to drive just as hard. And I think that's very admirable. You know, that's what we need. Watch
Or
him
do
not.
you think they're gonna hold
Oh my
back when they're
God.
driving?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Are they gonna turn into some like
No,
car show
they're
scene
they're gonna
kids?
crash into each other. They're literally have the car show points for this show, and then the cars are just gonna play bumper
Never
cars the rest
again.
of the year. Yeah, yeah, until they refresh. But yeah,
wild.
it'll
Yeah.
look good.
They got a lot of side chat.
Yeah, I honestly thought they were animal style cars when they unveiled until I saw the pink, and I was like, oh, because I don't really look at who posts, I just look at the picture.
Just
I was like, oh,
scrolling.
animal style has a new member. That's what I kind of figured it was.
Yeah.
And then I saw the pink, and I was like, wait, that's not right. And then I actually read. So yeah, they are very animal style esque. You could say.
Yeah.
So I could
Yeah.
see them getting some shade on the side.
Shade. Some
Damn.
side shade. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. You could tell that they were always massively influenced by those boys.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like that's a thing. And I'm sure they probably didn't do the design, so I'm sure when they gave, that's usually how it works. You're like, hey, as a designer, when you're designing for somebody, you're like, give me examples of what you guys think looks the best.
Mhm.
So I'm sure the guy or girl that was doing the design got nothing but animal style, pink style, Taka cars, like the stuff that inspires them, which is, if you put it all together, it does have, there's very familiar aspects.
It's
there.
all the same area, it just depends on what colors you want. And they were already red before, so I get it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't want to stray away from it either, because if they had purple cars before, they would look like N style cars, and like Team Burst. So it's one way or the other. You're still going to get something from somebody saying that you copied, But either way, I think their cars look fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and good job, boys.
They did great. Yeah. Pink and red are actually. I was not like a big fan on certain cars, but like I think it looks good. Like I think it looks pretty good. It's one of those things where it's like, I don't know. It's just they're so close in the family that like if you fill it with a bunch of other shit over top of it, it's fine, But yeah. That was let me copy your homework. I promise I'll change something. Yeah. Kind of. What's up, Jeremy, by the way? My long lost buddy.
Yeah, man.
They did good though. I think the biggest thing that got me is their interiors. Because that's a forgotten element. People don't.
Absolutely what I'm skimping on this year. And every year.
No, not this year. Jay.
Not this year.
You're gonna make it good, or you're gonna stay on the fucking trailer.
Yeah.
Make that shit look good.
Pack your shit up.
Pack your shit up. We're gonna get DeNovo over here to tell you.
Yeah. Get your shit on the fucking trailer.
Oh god, I love seeing that. People post that all the time, like in like the comments of something. Yeah, he made it with that. That's funny as shit. Yeah, I think they did good. So yes, make sure everybody, if you're close, come hang out for Special Stage East. We want to hang out with a lot of our homies. We have a lot of homies in the chat that are driving as well. Like they're going to be driving east with us, which is really, really fucking cool. So if if you're not driving, you're media, or you're just coming to hang out, make sure you come up and say hi. I know Chad's very intimidating looking, but I swear he's a nice guy. And James will probably talk to you before you talk to him. So
No, probably not.
Yeah, I wish you were. I wish you were like, hey, what's up, guys?
What?
Like,
I don't know you. I want to know you, though.
I wish.
That sounded really mean, like I don't want to know you. I want to know you. I'm just...
I just don't actually want to know you,
Right.
Hey, we had a serious question. I wanna go into this real quick, and then I want to go to the smooth brain question. On a serious note, I'm looking to do my first E-Town event. What's needed to pass tech for Club Loose? Is it true you need a halo seat and full cage? That is going to be if you're tandeming. If you are in A class, but if you're going, it's your first event at E-Town, you're not going to probably be tandeming anyway. unless somebody's bringing you in. But again, I think actually, where is it? I think Jeremy answered with the best. I don't see it anymore. But anyway, it's gone. I don't see it.
What was it? What did he say?
Oh my God! It's fucking James.
Was it me?
It's fucking you.
I didn't know if we were gonna get to it, so I just tried to make sure the guy had some sort of answer.
They'll explain it, so they'll go through everything. But like I said, unless you're going with somebody that's already A class, and even then, they're gonna want to make sure that you are up to snuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, yeah, for sure. All right, so I think Rio's here. Is Rio in the background making reels?
There he is.
I wish that's what he was doing the whole time. He was just like making reels, but not even for this. Not even for Pile Up.
Yeah.
It's just like he's got like a 14th account that's a burner that nobody knows about. He's making like reels of his butt or something.
I wish he was making reels of his butt. That'd be pretty fucking sick. Hey, don't ask me, but I know you can pass tech with your fire self-tap with your plasma floor.
Oh yeah, same. By the way.
Am I same? No, I'm not self-tapper anymore. I was at one point. I mean, if they grab it and it's if it's metal, I know like most places the big thing is metal. If it's
as long as it's a metal bracket self-tap to the floor, you should be okay.
That's pretty funny. Well, we got Durger in the house too. Have you ever piled up D's nuts?
That's crazy.
Fuck right. This is turning into an ultimate friend fest. I love this shit. This is fucking cool. All right. So Rio, welcome, buddy.
Hi. I had to reinstall Chrome.
I wish you had to reinstall Windows, and it took you. No, I don't. That's a horrible thing to wish to anybody. Well, now that you're here, I can read this question. So this comes from Team Smooth Brain Miles. Yeah. Rio, do you?
I'm sorry.
So this is a question that was something that somebody wanted to ask last episode when we were talking about style, and I thought it was kind of cool to bring it over because it's just something cool to think about. And Miles from Team Smooth Brain said, "I wish I would have asked this in the last podcast, but if y'all think I love when you can tell like different areas, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I wanted to ask in the last pod if y'all think half the people that drift today would still drift if there was no media coverage of drifting in general. So there's no limelight, there's no, hey, look at this, look what I'm doing. If there was none of that, do you think half of the people? I think there would be a big chunk that is gone." Honestly, that big chunk that wouldn't drift, I wish would leave now anyway. But we do need them. We need them to support the tracks. Yeah. There is money that comes with organizing events and stuff like that. But that's just the wrong mentality. You know what I mean?
And that's pretty wild too. I think if you would have asked that question 5 years ago, even, it would have been a completely different answer.
100%. Yes.
Yeah, I'd say like solid 40% would not continue to drive.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And Albert, you fucking nailed that. Be so sick. Imagine you and your homies living in the moment. Dude, so I think about that, and somebody just posted something that I thought was sick. They were like, if the drift event doesn't feel like a skate session,
I did see that.
I don't know if I care about it. Like, I don't want to be there. I was like, that's true. Like, I miss that. You know what I mean? Like,
it's a good vibe to have.
It's a good vibe. And now you can tell there's a lot of people that are there for like the wrong reasons, but you'll get that in absolutely everything you do. You know what I mean? Because of media, because of the look at me and the syndromes. But that's a good fucking question. What do you got, Rio?
That's just cars in general. Mm-hmm. Like, why do you? Because I commute an hour to work every day, and I drive by like $100,000 SUVs all the time. Mm-hmm. Why do people spend that kind of money just to go to a job they don't want to go to anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Tax write-offs.
It could be. Yeah.
This seems crazy.
Mm-hmm. Jeremy's saying skaters used to make videos. That's true, but we're talking about like that actual, like the vibe of just when you were younger, there was no cameras out. You're just jamming with your homies. Like those vibes. And honestly, it'd be sick if it would just stayed more community, like tight knit community. Like you made the videos, but it's like everybody came over to your house on a Saturday to then watch. You know what I mean? Like that would be that home comfort of like close friends vibes. But yes, yeah, Rio, it's just they could literally have a piece of shit SUV and be fine. In fact, it'd be probably better than that crazy expensive one. Yeah. Yes. That's what humans. We're fucking humans. It's weird.
I would love
Everybody
to
likes a little serotonin, every once in a while. Everybody likes a compliment.
Yeah.
What's that?
Serotonin?
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Dopamine. Isn't it dopamine?
Dope.
Everybody likes drugs.
Dope. Everybody likes a little dope every once in a while.
A bump here and there. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy because we are social media. Like,
yeah, I mean, we're doing a podcast right now.
And I love the social media world. You know what I mean? I do. I just don't like the fake people. Like,
yeah, and
I'm not a fan of that.
Ryan just said it good. Ryan, did I fuck up your name? I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. Video for memories, not clout, and that's it, right? Like,
yeah,
we're putting shit out there, not for clout, but it's either to share, to have the memory stored somewhere, or just to share because we like to. Okay, man, it goes back, and we like to show off. What we're doing, but not show off in like an arrogant, proud way. Just to show what's going on and what we think is cool.
Mm-hmm. And to jump ahead. There's nothing wrong with showing off to be proud of what you're creating, what you're doing. It's again that fine line of why we're doing it versus the other people that are doing it just to be, popular. Which is the dumbest thing in drifting because drifting isn't that popular. Like, go do something else. You know what I mean? Like get on Twitch and show your boobies or whatever and play some video games if you want to, do whatever. Yeah, Rio, bust them out.
Nice, bro.
Yeah.
Like
but it's
that
just
video you made of us at our first final bout. Like I watch once a year just because it's good memories. Like I watch the whole hour mashup of everything.
Oh, the long one?
Yeah.
An hour-long final bout video?
I put a full movie together.
Yeah, so I watch it at least once a year, especially if I need like motivation to like, okay, get my shit together and get shit done. Like, it's a good thing to put on, but it's just good memories. Clearly, it's not for fucking clout because the video has like less than 100 views probably. So, it's just cool for us to know that we've done it. And, looking back, it's a really cool feeling to have. It's just, motivation.
It's what we have instead of like, how, did your grandmother ever bring out like the photo book?
Yes.
That's just what we have instead of that.
That's true. Yeah, everything's digital now, so that is it. So like our Instagrams, our YouTubes, that is literally just a digital photo book to be like, when I was younger.
You think you're gonna be like 7 years old going to in an imaginary world where you have grandkids, you're gonna be like, look at my Instagram.
You'd be like,
I'm not making it
Grandpa,
70, buddy.
Grandpa, you're a fucking loser. Get out of here. Yeah.
Yo, Max said his book is not digital. You're damn right. Buy Mac's book.
True.
Yeah,
that's true.
It's a real book.
Physical media is sick.
And it's got a lot of pictures, so you don't even have to know how to read.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's why I bought it.
Yeah,
you should make an audio book of it. That would be great.
Can I narrate it?
Explaining every picture. And this is one of the Lavender Frost Haze cars.
I want to narrate it without knowing what's going on. Like, I'm just trying to tell the story.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, Mac is bringing a bunch to SSE. You can probably find him posted up around us, I'm thinking, I don't know. But anyway,
Nice.
Let's fucking get into this fucking episode, you guys. Stop being jerks. Stop being super jerks. So, I want to go through some media. So, do we have the actual video of that dude that's getting pummeled from the Z? I'd like to see that. Ria, are you able to do things?
I am.
Are you interneting?
I'm interneting.
Oh, sick, bruh.
I can't believe you didn't have this pulled up already. Really.
Yeah, what the fuck,
Hold
Rio?
on. I have a life outside of this.
Shows up late. Doesn't even have the clip ready to go.
Hey, did anybody not notice? Look at my background. It's completely different. It looks almost identical.
Oh, whoops,
I
clicked the wrong
noticed.
thing.
Yeah. Thanks,
Did you
Chad.
just like reverse your flags?
No, it's a whole different
Oh.
side. There used to be something else back here. Now it's a whole, yeah, it's a big thing.
I found
crazy.
it.
I'm happy. I'm happy
Ready?
about it. Yeah, let's watch this dude.
Ready?
I hate that I laughed out loud when I saw
Yeah.
it. I know
It
he
is
was
pretty
okay. You know what I mean? Like the guy's not dead. So it's like, all right, cool.
We should have.
Just the, oh man.
I didn't know if he was okay.
Can I drag this out and zoom in on it, or will I mess this up?
It's probably gonna be too much. Yeah.
Okay.
We can.
What if I do this?
We get
Does this
the-
help?
Try it.
Whoa!
You should
Would
try
that
it.
help?
Yeah, that helps a little bit.
That helps.
Better.
Put some audio in this shiz. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. We got to hear that trumpet sing.
There's still no audio.
Let her fucking eat.
The worst drifting podcast. Well, if you're an audio listener, there's a Z driving and gripping up and crashing.
Yeah, you probably saw this video on Instagram.
If you liked and subscribed to our YouTube account, you would have seen this by now.
Yeah. Oh god. All right, that's good. That's good.
I like said that there was no audio, and then I just realized my preview audio was off. I like how there actually is audio. Well,
That's pretty funny.
anyways, back to the worst podcast.
Back to the worst podcast. So yeah, I don't know. Like takeovers, when I see people get like destroyed at takeovers, I'm basically like cheering. You know what I mean? Like I'm stoked to see somebody that stupid. For our media brothers and sisters, I cringed because I was like, oh, I don't want to see anybody in our scene get hurt. But at the same time, who the fuck thought it was okay to be there?
Yeah.
Like without one concrete barrier. That's all it needed. Now he wouldn't have got his shot. You know what I mean? But and
You gotta do it for the shot.
Gotta do it for the shot.
Yeah.
But
Maybe he's clout chasing.
yeah, maybe. What he should have had is he should have had a vest on with like a rope, and somebody else as soon as like they just
Pull him out of the way.
That'd
It's
be
like
sick.
on a pulley above him, so you got someone on the
Oh,
other side of the
that'd be-
barrier. Like,
It'd be sick. Yeah, imagine that shot. That'd be sick.
That'd
Car
be- that'd
going
be nuts.
going under you.
we
That'd be
should
pretty
do
sick.
that.
I think that's what we're gonna do. He looked like he was there from a local news station. Yeah, I hope not.
Could you imagine?
Is your kid attacking your dogs?
I think my dog's killing my family,
Oh, okay.
but he's not beating my wife, so I think we're okay.
Oh, we're good. Yeah. We're good. We're good. Yeah, we got some other stuff. I got some stories, but should we go to what should we go to first? Rio, do you have some cool stuff you want to show off?
I can tell my story if Rio doesn't have anything.
While Rio cues, tell your story.
I got hit by a car at a car show last
No,
year.
you didn't.
I did.
Last year?
Yeah, just last year.
Car show.
What car show and why did Oh, that one was brutal too.
What was this? Did I see this? That did not get bigger.
It actually
got
made it smaller.
Holy shit. That was a straight takeover hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one wasn't good.
I've seen this one too.
What was Hertz GIF response? And I love that it's bigger than the video.
Oh yeah, it's huge.
When you zoom in.
Oh, somebody said he's okay for real, and he's not from the local. Okay, good. I mean, I knew somebody said in the comments that they were. That's the best GIF response.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. I saw that right away that he was he was okay. So I was like, sick. That's good. But Jesus, yeah.
The human body can take a lot of abuse. It's pretty incredible.
It's true.
Especially like when you're not expecting it and you get smoked like that.
Yeah. Did you? I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is really funny too. Rich sent me this today. It's this guy that's rock climbing, like in an indoor rock climbing thing, and he got so excited that he forgot to fucking like strap in. So he went to the top like real fast, and then you know how like you just jump to like come down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Fucking shit.
Just jumped off a
Like
cliff.
it's bad. It is bad.
That's
Oh
crazy.
god. And also this has nothing to do with media getting hurt, but that gender reveal I sent in the group chat, tell me how good that was. Tell me how good.
I was gonna bring it up.
hilarious.
Yeah. So if you don't know what we're talking about, so I'll explain it. The best gender reveal I've ever seen was some fully naked. I think she was almost fully naked,
Yeah.
laying on the ground. Rio's dead, by the way. Laying on the ground, and I don't know how she did this, but she farts and blue smoke comes out. But how she did it blew my mind. But I was just like, and then the people
Crazy.
are unfazed. They're like, it's a boy, and I'm like, I'm like, she just fucking shit out some, some blue dust. How does this happen? And now I need to figure out how to do it because I need to do that. So
maybe we can do that for episode 100.
Episode 100, and it's just like we're shooting off. Durger, I've seen that. Of course you did. Of course you did. I'm surprised you didn't send that to me, to be honest. You and Rich send me the fucking ridiculous shit. She had to have blue. Oh, it's Pennies. We have a whole bunch of fucking like friends we don't normally get to hang out with in the chat. Blue powder between her cheeks. Either that or it's like a tube or something. I don't know, but I just want to know.
Like a little test tube.
Like a little. Yeah,
powder
in the ass.
I don't know.
You think?
Because I mean, that was a perfect puff. Like it went like it was directed out of something. You know what I mean?
I wonder if she shits herself.
Imagine.
Right? I mean, she would have had to fart on command, so she's squeezing.
Right.
Yeah,
She's like, this is not a new thing for her.
Yeah.
She could have probably done some cool tricks.
Imagine if the poop just shut. Okay, anyway.
I'm just thinking blue followed by like a volcano of brown.
That's like that old Steve-O shit. Do you remember that? When he would they'd take like a million laxatives and stuff and then sprint and just, that's good. So I guess.
Kaylin says, why is this my timing? Sorry. Welcome
hi,
to Pilot Podcast.
Hi. Yeah. Heyo. Oh, God. Boof the blue, son. Yeah, so that was the best gender reveal. Speaking of gender reveals, Rio's gone. So I guess I'm going to have to... Oh, he's back.
Hey.
Yay.
Hi, Rio.
Hi. This is so stressful.
What is going on? What can be your live IT?
Yeah, I'm really good at computers. What do you need help
we're
with?
computer guys.
I think my cables, I have some cables that were hitting some other cables.
Okay.
And I think I yanked on one. I think I'm okay now.
Okay. There's something also. Are you watching on the phone?
I was. I love watching you guys.
Oh. You fucking dickhead.
Kiss ass.
Were you trying to figure out how to shit out blue? Is that what you were doing?
Oops, my camera disconnected. I gotta try something quick.
Yeah. Let me go get a toilet paper roll and some blue powder and shove it up my ass. All right, so
back on topic. Come on, guys, be serious.
Yeah, it's fucking huge. Just.
Hey, let me show you guys this one.
Show us all the. Oh no. To
They
move a
moved
barrier.
Jersey barrier.
That's crazy.
I've seen this.
This is at Next Level.
Mm-hmm. That's some next
thing
level
looks
shit.
pretty cool.
Not Next Level. Next Level hosted this event at Ultrace.
Holy shit.
Yeah, Next Level events always have cool cars.
I'm pretty sure Jimmy introduced me to the main dude that runs Next Level at Final Bout.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. He was really super, super nice. So it doesn't look like the dude really got oh my God, I'm sorry, pizza and some bonsai.
Hold on, wait, stop, time out. You didn't go to get your chicken tenders before the podcast today?
I was painting James's stuff, so I didn't have time. I didn't have time.
Okay.
So I pulled an emergency stop. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
This one's classic too. This one's so brutal though. I think that
it's so funny though. Like,
yeah, I know.
I don't want to laugh, but it's so funny. Like
I don't.
Dude, just
I don't wish harm on anybody except for people at takeovers.
Yeah. Or if they get hit with a cone like that, because that's really funny. I would gladly get smoked by a cone.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
We can try it. We'll do a private day.
It's one. We just line up cones and just have James out there and try to hit him. Yo, I saw this one. That was fucking crazy.
I think I'd be kind of mad if you did that to my car.
I'd be pretty pissed. Yeah, because it's like pay the fuck attention. Yeah. Who was that? Isn't that like Mad Mike or something?
Is it?
No, it looks like it, doesn't it?
It does.
It kind of looks like Mad Mike. Let's just start the rumor that Mad Mike fucked up somebody's Miata.
And never paid for it or talked to him.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. He's a real scumbag.
Yeah.
Guy's the worst.
He used to beat my mom. Yo, this one too. That was Landon, I think, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Last week, 2 weeks ago.
I love this video.
The dude's
like,
face
whoa! Yeah. Super good.
Trip to the pond was nuts from some of the videos I saw.
Yeah. I got FOMO from that.
Yeah, we gotta do a trip to the pond.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was so good.
Has anyone ever fallen in the pond? Is that a thing that happens?
I think there was a car in it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen a car in that pond.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat can probably say it, but I'm pretty sure I've seen a car in the pond.
Yeah. A car in the pond.
Car in the pond. Cars in the pond. Trip to cars in the pond.
Trip to cars in the pond. Oh, no.
No, it's okay. This one's just kind of cute.
Okay, so it's just kind
She
of...
doesn't get fucking dead?
Oh. She doesn't get fucking dead, is what James said.
Boyfriend or whoever's recording her just doesn't say anything, though. She's just like...
World star, or whatever they say. Oh, that's funny.
How haven't we watched the Hayes pileup yet? That needs to be watched.
That's a sore subject for them boys. Oh no, what's this? Is this a media getting toasted or just a really bad?
Just a bad crash.
Oh, it's a Corolla too. I've seen this one. Yeah.
Almost did like a full flip in the air after a side impact. That's nuts.
Tires are brutal. I wish those big foam blocks weren't so expensive for tracks. Yeah, that's wild. So before we get into some of these other viewers and shit, with their stories, Rio, keep looking for some stuff. But I want to talk to you guys. What's the craziest and most unsafe thing that you guys have ever witnessed at a track? Also, wait, James.
I want to hear James get hit by.
You got hit by a fucking car?
Oh yeah, I got hit by a car.
When and where?
It was last year at a car show hosted by my work.
Okay.
And,
yeah, I was there at that one.
Yeah. That actually probably would have been that day that you were there. Anyways, so it was like end of the day. It was very end of the day because I was helping out. We were like cleaning up, just hanging out and whatnot.
Yeah.
And someone I know was driving up, and I was standing here talking to some people, and he was driving this way. And like he's like kind of fucking with me, like I'm gonna hit you, and I'm like whoa, and I like jokingly stepped back as he jokingly swerved into me, and I was in the hood of a '55 Chevy.
Oh no!
It was sweet.
No, any damage to the vehicle?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I don't really care.
That's American steel, baby.
That's American.
Little James ain't dead that.
He texts me after. He's like, "I hope you're good." I'm like, "Is your hood good?" I hit that bitch hard.
Jeez, that's funny. Chad, you have any unsafe or crazy moments? And it could be anywhere. You know what I mean? Or like at the track specifically. I'd like to hear some media stuff. You know?
Yeah, I can't really think of any crazy media stuff like that, especially at a track. Everything that I've done that's sketchy or been a part of that sketchy has been on the street. So. I've never been hit by a car, so James has me there.
Yeah.
Kind of a little one up. Good job, James.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I really have any. I was trying to think about this all day, and I can't think of anything that's like stand out.
Mm-hmm. You never seen anything unsafe at a track?
Well, whenever James is there, it's unsafe.
whoa!
Just like in general, the safety goes down.
Right.
But I don't know. Just every now and then I'll be drifting and I'll see like, I can't like point a finger at anybody or at any certain event, but I'll see like, a media guy step out a little bit to get a shot and I'm coming towards you.
Oh yeah.
And that to me is just like, okay, now I really can't fuck up type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Or really lean over the wall with like a camera or something like that.
Yeah.
But I can't really think of like anything that was crazy, like nothing like the wheel flying off and almost hitting somebody or a media person getting smoked at any event that I've ever been at.
Mm-hmm. That's good, though. I mean, that's a good thing,
Yeah, no, it's a very good thing.
I've seen a... Go ahead, James.
I was just going to say it means you're going to safe events.
Yeah, that is true.
That's good for
That
you.
is true. Yeah, that is true. I've seen and done a lot of sketchy shit, but I've also been doing dumb stuff for so long. You know what I mean? And, like, a lot of the... like, I kind of started out at this place called The Oval up in State College, Pennsylvania. So up there's no... Here, hold on, before I want to pin this. But before I like started going to tracks, it was just this oval place where you could pretty much do whatever you wanted. You know what I mean? Helmets, what are those? It didn't matter. It was just fun times, but it was like a close, knit group of people that it was kind of like invite only. But we've done stuff where like I would take media and run out and try to get like touch the car with the camera. You know what I mean? Because they were that close on the inside, which inside is so safe compared to outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like if they loop around,
Generally,
it's pretty safe. Yeah, it depends on when you start running. I learned so like, depending on where they were at, I could start running, and there's no way that I would like get destroyed. But like I've tried to pass a camera into a car. We've done stuff like that, but I've also from running events and coordinating events and being around so many events, I've seen a lot of media people do some sketchy stuff sometimes. Live tracks running out. But I wanted to bring up the private day that me, you, and Rio had, where the lady just drove out onto the active racetrack. Yep. And luckily, we were at East Coast Drift School, one of our sponsors, and Chris Knapp literally was like, "I got to go take care of this right now." And fucking
that's wild. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, she was just like the oblivious like old lady look. Where they're just like this. Her mouth wasn't open, though. That's when you know it's bad, when they're like, they're that old. But anyway, she just drove onto the track and started driving around. And apparently she was showing her friends where she used to come when she was little. And Chris was basically like, I don't care about any of that. You're on an active racetrack. You need to leave right now. But yeah, that's crazy. That was pretty crazy. I'm glad we just happened to stop.
Yeah, we were just chilling at the time. She
chilling.
didn't just drive right in.
Yeah. Yeah, because people they get scared of that stuff. If we we didn't notice her and we're going around the corner and then she's like, oh my God. And then they just do dumb shit, like floor it right into us. Like, some sketchy shit can happen. Yeah, that's wild. What's this one? Is this Lock City?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad one. Is this recent?
Yeah, I think so. I forget. I don't know who this is, but they were running reverse kidney bean.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess something happened.
Tires will do that.
Kidney bean?
Yeah, yep. That's like the big ramp that goes up, and you can look onto either side of the main track, or you can see the whole skid pad. Really cool place. That's pretty sketchy, and that's the thing. Like we feel so protected behind these barriers now. Like,
Caitlin asked a good question here. As far as what was the question? Do high-vis vests make a difference for drivers? Hell no.
So
I don't think so.
If you fuck up and you spin out and you're gonna hit somebody, you're not stopping it because of a high vis vest. And like if a media person's gonna be in traffic or like step onto a track, yeah, drivers should be looking there anyway. So I don't think they help anything from a driver perspective.
No, if anything, they can distract a little bit too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get target fixation is a real thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, I know it's supposed to be like, oh, there's a media there, I should shut down or whatever. But like, honestly, we're so far in the moments of paying attention to the other 8 million things going on that like half the time it's pretty, yeah.
Or you see media and you're trying to show off more or tell them they're number one or whatever, and so you have less car control.
Yeah. So, exactly. By the time you see somebody, it's too late. We're doing what we're doing, so if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Like it's crazy. It's good for the coordinators though to be able to see where their people are. Yeah. That's part of it. What was that?
Yeah, what was that? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I like it.
Are you just blindly opening shit that people send in?
This is something that
someone sent some sketchy shit with like a cover photo that isn't sketchy.
Yeah. Oh, just ending up right there. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely places you have to. Oh, that's cool. You definitely have to. You have to know where to put your people. As a coordinator, you have to know where to allow people to stand. So, insides are, of course, almost always way safer than outsides, but they can still be pretty sketch. And you still have to worry about the people, like their mindset of things, because you can only trust. You have to find that like group of people that have been coming to your events that you're like, they know what they're doing. I can trust them to go to different spots, But sometimes when you run an event and you accept media, you don't know some of these people. You're giving them a chance because their shots are sick, and then you get some guy running out on a live active track or doing something crazy,
The G35, Mike's his friend, I think. But he just texted us or DM'd us, and he said for some reason his wheels locked up.
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying.
He just went over the thing.
Yep. I mean, that's the other crazy thing. Like, it can happen to anybody, and you just never know. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could be driving sideways, all of a sudden you're just going straight for something, and as much as you try to avoid it, it's momentum is a thing, physics is a thing. You know, like it's fucking hard. But my big thing is where people put themselves in media, where they decide to put themselves. So like me and Rich were really close. He was right on me, right on me. You can tell when Rich is close to you. You know, there's just a presence, there's an aura. And he's always pretty much close to you when you're driving. And I saw this media guy, and I'm so pissed that I never got shots from this. I saw this media guy at the wall of US Air, and then it goes right to that hairpin that goes down the hill. The media guy was basically, I thought I clipped his knees. Okay, that means Rich was even closer to him. So I feel like he's dead. I don't know. I mean, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, where there was no room. I saw where Rich's car was, and where I was at, he was surging on me on the inside too. And then I remember going back to pit and being like, "Bro, did you see that media guy?" He's like, "Yeah, I think we hit him." You know, like it was pretty crazy. But yeah,
Might be dead.
Yes, and I saw media meetings are just as important as driver meetings. I'd say honestly, equal, if not. I mean, you have live physical bodies, not, completely surrounded by steel, plastic, and aluminum and, rubber. Like you are just flesh and bone out there with a camera and a high vis vest. So they're very important. We want to see everybody not get killed because that's how tracks get shut down and shit like that. But also sometimes if you get hit, it can be funny. But that's just for this show right now. But I really,
It's only funny when it's already happened and we're watching it live. Is that?
It's only funny when the track doesn't get shut down. The media person's completely fine, and it was a good clip. That's it. But no, it's pretty funny.
My fondest memories are fuck ups.
Yeah.
Yeah. I loved like hitting curbs and hitting people. Those are my favorites.
Hitting people. That's pretty funny.
Not women though.
No.
No, I don't hate
this women. Is an anti-women beating.
We don't beat.
You know what? Not just women, because this is 2025. Spousal abuse. We do. You know what I mean? Is spouse means either sex, right? Okay,
that's true.
Yeah, we like all sexes, just not bestiality. Or wait, do we like bestiality? Rhea, you like stuff.
I think it depends.
Anyway. Oh god, that's pretty funny.
It was a fun little exchange in the chat.
What did we miss? Bust it.
Well, Jake said Leah beats him, which is funny, but that's not where I was going with that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about media, and Berto said, "Media, can you put your name, a picture of you in your post so we know what you look like?" And Caitlin said, "We don't know what you look like either, just your car, so it's
true.
Cool."
That's so funny.
So I wouldn't have thought about it that way. Like, I feel bad not knowing what these media people look like, and then they're like, "I don't know what this driver looks like."
I will say though, this is kind of cool. This is a cool point. The people that their profile picture for Instagram is a picture of them, and then it has their media name, is so smart. Because you automatically connect the name to the face as well. You know what I mean? Like you see their media, you see their pictures and stuff, but it instantly locks to like Drew Fishburne or whatever his name is. I'm like this guy and this guy, like and this girl and this girl. If they have a profile picture and like let's say their logo in it, it's kind of smart social media advertising. Because if we can see your face and know who you are to talk to you at an event as well, that's just smart, and that's a good point. Whoever brought that up, but also it is kind of funny because they have no clue what a lot of us look like either, unless we're doing stupid shit like this.
Yep,
which is funny.
There's like people I follow on Instagram, and I like their cars, and I see their cars at drift events.
Never seen a person, right?
No, but I'd love to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
If they'd only just post their face once, I could
I almost don't. Yeah, when people like follow and I go to their page to be like, "Who's this?" and it's like you can't tell. It's just a car. Like I kind of I need to see who you are too a little bit. I don't need your genitals, not yet. That comes later once we start. In the DMs, the genitals come out. But I just, let's put some faces because then it's like, oh, that's so and so. You know, like, let's hang out. I see your shit. Yeah, that's funny. What else? I'm ugly. You don't want to know. No, you're
Okay.
not.
Can I play a video while you guys are talking?
Fuck yeah.
Okay. I slapped this together real quick.
You slapped.
Oh, the classic. These are the classics.
Yep.
The classics.
Is this like a 3
You want
minutes of
audio?
crash video?
Yeah, it was short.
Right by him.
Damn.
I like
This one's classic. Yeah.
Oh no.
Look at the hand.
That's like in the movies when like a tree's falling or something and the people are just running the direction the tree's falling instead of just running to the side.
Yeah.
That one's really good because there's like, it's so huge of an area and he just happens to get over there. Are we just talking about that guy?
We were just talking about him.
Yeah. Bihanku is like the best.
I feel like Bihaku also has the craziest media like wrecks too. Like because everybody there's no really any place to stand except on that bank and that's where everybody crashes. So you just
Yep, that one was insane. This one is just absolutely insane. That's a classic one from Crash Kings.
That's like exactly what I did at Final Bout 2 years ago when me and Chad almost went head on.
That's true.
I went
very true.
Across the track, up the hill.
Yep.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty crazy because we live in a day and age where they could set that camera up, or not one like that, or something like that. But they could set a camera up and control it from a safe spot nowadays.
Yeah. Just walk away. They could be in the AC.
That's crazy.
I feel like that would be really boring for a media person though. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. Maybe that's a good question for media. Like, are you out there just to take pictures, or is it way more exciting to be out there, like in the middle of all the action?
Yeah, that's.
Well, it's
I
all
would.
going around you.
Whenever I take pictures on a track, I just want to be on the track near the cars.
Right.
That's like
Exactly.
that's how
It's
I
adrenaline.
look
There's
at it,
it's
you
an
know?
yeah.
And you're
cool to be
trying to
like-
get close. Like, I didn't get hit, but I could have.
Exactly. Like if I stuck my hand here, it would have taken right off. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
That shit's fun to me.
There definitely is an adrenaline thing with that. But at the same time, we could get sketchier shots if we do remote shooting, you know?
Yeah, but it's like taking pictures in Forza or something. That I don't know. I just feel like it wouldn't do it for me.
Yeah. What's this one?
I think this is Lock City too. Mike sent it to us again.
Damn.
Some good.
Let's
Is there a
get it.
media? Is there a media person? No, just a sketchy situation.
Oh,
Yeah.
That looked like it wasn't too bad either, though. But it could have been.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah, that's funny. Let's get into some stories. We got some people that we got some stories. Did I miss anything in the chat? Did anybody have any cool crash stories? Not a crash or anything, but I knew someone who would always buckle their seatbelt behind them and drift. That's pretty stupid. Whew.
I read
That was
that,
also
like,
me. That was me.
I skimmed that comment, but didn't like. I couldn't figure out what it meant because I just skimmed it. But yeah, that's. I just have like. Well, actually, I took all my seatbelts out this year, but last several years, just like the auto seatbelt that the S chassis have, no lap belt or anything. I don't know.
I think for what we're doing, you're
All
all
right.
right with that. Yeah, you're all right.
But I don't have that anymore either. That's why I need Chad's harness. Fuck,
Oh, yeah,
I need to get
that's
a
right.
harness bar.
Yep. Well, you can
Anyways.
weld. You can make something if you have to.
Yeah, you're right.
That's true. I did just give one away. I should have held. Wait, I gave you that one, didn't I?
I gave it back to you.
Oh shit! Then I
You were
gave
gonna
it
put it
away
in the roaster
again.
or something.
Yep. That's so fucking funny how that comes around.
Yeah.
I want to get into some people sending some stories. So let's read some stories, and we also have some battles tonight. So we got to get to them. Yep, we got to get to some battles. So we got some.
Like first car battles?
This is the last first car battles. No, it's not. I have maybe one more I can do, and then we're gonna open it up. I think, right? Yeah, we'll keep these winners to the side. Then we'll open it up again, and then after that, we'll do the verses. You know, that'd be kind of cool. All right, so let's see here. Saw a fellow media guy get choked out after talking smack online. It was wild to say the least. That's from Joseph Duffy. That's pretty funny though, because
crazy.
It's one of those things where it is. I wish we were in the Wild West, where like you got to watch your mouth online and in person.
Mm-hmm.
Like I talk some shit and I troll. If I get super high, I fucking troll too much, and I apologize to people when I do it. And I should be smacked around for that.
But you're big, and you're kind of old, so it's like people probably feel bad fighting you.
Yeah, because I would wreck them, and then they'd be like, "Fuck, I got beat up by an old dude. And he has old balls." No, I would not even fight anymore. I'm too old for that shit. Yeah, that's funny.
Just lay down and die.
I just beat up a senior citizen.
What a W that is.
Yeah, right. All right, let's see here. A Tesla made it past everyone and got on the track and then beelined for the track exit. It's an oval racetrack, so only one way in and another way out. We were all focused on the loud drift cars. The Tesla came flying up and almost didn't make the turn off track, very close to hitting us and then hitting a few others. He quickly sped around the pits to the gate and left. I was looking back and thinking, man, someone could have seriously been hurt because you can't hear them at all. That is true too. I think the guy got off with no charges, but he almost killed a few spectators, staff, and media. Not sure what his intent was, but he could have easily taken a few people out if he would have misjudged his speed. That was from Alex at doss.media. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah, did you see that video of like there's like a car show or something at like an airport or whatever, and this old man in I think it's a Tesla goes like 100 mph into the fucking like these cars and just wrecks and flips and whatever. Yeah, you saw that, Rio? And then he gets out and he starts trying to fix his car or something. He was like senile or something.
Rio, can you pull that up? I'm genuinely curious.
I've never seen it.
It's fucking crazy. It's just they're just all hanging out, and all of a sudden it's like, and it's like whoopah. And then, but he just gets out and he's like picking up his wiper blade or something, like not understanding what's going on, or he's very smart and knew what was going on, tried to kill a bunch of people, missed everybody, just fucked up his car,
act like a crazy old person.
Yep, yeah, you could do that.
When you're old, you can do that.
Yeah.
What would you do in that situation?
If I like almost got hit by that dude, or
if you were the guy.
Well, I'm getting close to that guy, so
yeah, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good. That's a good way to get out of stuff, is act crazy, you know, and then you're good to go, you know? Yeah, maybe he did that. Rio, while you find that, I'm going to read another story. Story time. I like these stories. It's fun.
I don't know if I can find this one.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'll try.
I don't know where if we can't find it now, we'll definitely get it for the next time. You know what I mean? For sure. It's a good video to watch. I mean, it's fucked up, but all right, let me set the scene. It was 2008, 2009, very early days of drifting. My local track at the time was a skid pad on a larger race facility. Off-road trails, etc. On the edge of one section of said skid pad is a 1-foot-high concrete curb used for off-roading practice and training. This sounds like Summit Point. Doesn't it? Yeah. Training then goes on to grass. During a drift event, I watched a relatively stock Evo, already a dumb idea, try to come out and drift. He went to initiate, car understeered, went wide, and sent him into the grass. Instead of slowing down or shutting down, he continues driving and attempts to re-enter the course. Not sure if he didn't know about the curb or didn't care, but he turns back onto the course and essentially jumped the curb, debeating a tire, probably bent a shit ton of suspension, etc. Once again, did not stop trying to drift until he eventually spun a few feet away from me because we were allowed to stand on the track behind the cones at that time. Another dumb idea. So this actually reminds me of something that I'm not very proud of that I'm going to tell a quick story too. But anyway, this is at WEC Photo, so he sent that in.
Scott said that was a Beaver Run, so I don't know if he's familiar with it. I was there, it was epic. The video was posted and then taken down. Damn.
Yeah, no shit. Is he talking about what I'm talking about right now?
I think so.
Okay, no shit.
I don't know what Beaver Run is, but I think so.
I've heard of it.
Beaver Run was a pretty cool track. I drove all the way out there, 8 hours streeted, and then drifted and learned to get over my fears out there. Remember when I told you about the dude that just rode with me and said go like top of third gear, and then he just pulled my e-brake?
Yeah, that was out there.
And he's like, "Look, you didn't flip." And I was like, "No shit." Yeah, that was out there. Oh shit, no shit. So that was a Beaver Run. No way. Damn it. So the video is taken down. That sucks. Yeah.
That's fucking wild. Imagine not having common sense enough to know that your car is fucked up, so you're just going to keep driving because you think it's fine.
Yep. Yeah. People do that though. Like, especially if they do something dumb, they try to like, I don't know if it's like adrenaline takes over, but it's like a fear, like a fight or flight. You're just kind of like, holy fuck. And then you do other dumb shit and it keeps progressively getting worse. AKA, let's go to my story. So we're drifting in Allentown at this old mall kind of thing that was shut down. Jeff Stonebeck had, I don't know, connections with whoever owned this place, and we could drift the parking lot and whatever. I was there with somebody that I'm not going to mention because he doesn't deserve to be mentioned, but he had a Miata that was just FD driver, not a fan. But anyway, not a fan. But he basically had a community car that he was like, yeah, just go beat on it. If the tires blow, we'll put new tires on it, change them, help us, whatever. So I did not. I was wet behind the ears. I've never really drifted. And I was like, fuck it. I'm going to take this Miata out. So I tried to do some donuts around a light pole. And it was doing okay. Like, I was doing some stuff. But nobody told me that the whole time they were beating on it, the LSD has been just basically whooped. It was not locking up. So only one direction could you really kick it. Okay. So then I tried to do this little course that they had laid out, and I whipped it the one way. I was like, okay. Went to go the other way, and what happens? You just go straight if the LSD is pretty much fucked. Jumped a curb, and the fight or flight kicked in, and I didn't know what to do. It went down a hill, so I just smashed the gas, and I fucking jumped the other side of the curb, came back on top, and fucking it's smoking and blown up, and I destroyed the oil pan, and just it was a fucking nightmare. It was so embarrassing, but it was one of those moments where you're like, you don't know what to do, so I just smashed the gas. You know what I mean? Like,
nice.
And then I fucked up. And then, but cool side of that story is the person that let us borrow the car was a piece of shit. Didn't care about even how I was going to get it home. Was just like, okay, it's your responsibility to get it home now. Where Jeff Stonebeck was like, hey, we just met. It was the first time I met him. And he's like, here's my Snap-on box. Here's all my Snap-on tools. Here's some extra stuff. If you need to use my Escalade to go get anything at Walmart, let me know. Here's my phone number. That's a fucking rad person. You know what I mean?
Is a rad
like,
person.
never met him before. He's like, oh, this kid doesn't have no clue what the fuck he's doing. But he tried. You know what I mean?
Do you think Jeff's such a nice guy because he's so short?
Yes, that's what happened.
Like, he's just trying to make up for it. He's like, he knows.
And why aren't you nice?
I was just about to say, you short guys are so nice.
Because I'm white.
Yeah.
Like,
no.
I don't know. I just
maybe. Yeah. Thanks, Nason. $20. Look at you. It didn't make a noise that time. That's weird.
No, it didn't make a noise that time.
Your peener's hard. Yeah, definitely fucking Jeff Stonebeck. Big shout out. I know eventually we'll get him on here, but he's really hard to track down because he's so family orientated, which I love and respect so much. But we will eventually get him on. Yeah, fun story. I got one more. You didn't happen to find that, did you, Rio?
No, I can't find it. I don't know where I saw it.
Okay. Ian, give us a clue to who had the Miata.
just
Okay,
like
so
something
this
it
is,
rhymes with.
This is so old, it's going back. He is a Club Loose native. That's all I'm going to say. Was a Club Loose native that got into into FD. I was going to say Final Bout. Got into FD for only a little bit because he realized that it's not Club Loose and other tracks are.
Do
not
I know
Club
this
Loose.
guy?
Yes, you do very well.
Okay, then I know who it is.
Yeah. Just somebody that like. Even if he's better now, I would just too old. But like he just back then, I should have just beaten him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you should have.
And I'm so mad that I try to stay civil with certain people because they're friends with everybody else, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in a different life. But anyway, he's not a good person. So that's why. That's the classic.
Do I know this guy?
Yeah, you probably do too.
Okay.
You know, a lot of people didn't know that he was an FD driver for a little while, though. That's the best part. That's why I thought it was even funnier to talk about.
Did this guy crash my car?
No.
Okay, I thought we were talking about him.
No, not Angerman.
Guy.
No, not Angerman. He definitely did crash your car, and then treated you like shit. You know. So.
Well, that's it. Anyways,
TJ sent this to us.
That's the classic.
Dude, that dude got smoked. I love that show.
Such a classic. Yeah. Jeez.
Had to be a Z too that did it.
Of course, with a big wang.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'll notice, a lot of stuff we're watching is very Z or G oriented.
That is true. That is true. He did not drive an RX-8. Nope. It was an S13 Vert. There you go.
There you go.
That's all.
That's the hint.
That's the hint that if you can find it. Yeah.
Keep in mind, Damien is 43, so you're going to have to go back through every season of FD and look for a Vert.
Every
FD that ever
old.
existed.
Did he drive that Vert in FD? The one that I know?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No. But up in Canada, this one I was here for, and this hurt my soul. I felt that hit, like the sound, you could feel it. That's how hard that hit was.
I thought it'd be the sound.
That's pretty good. Nevin's in
that
the
dude
chat. I know
to
who.
have felt bad.
Yeah, I literally
like after that hit.
Yep. Lene, as the nurse in her, she was aside of me, and I remember her being like, "Ooh, I might have to go check on him." And I said, "Nope, let the staff do their thing. Don't." Yeah, that was pretty funny. I got one here I want to read really quick because this is the last of these, and then we'll go to the Instagram post. But this is an anonymous. This has to stay anonymous. So, in the drivers' meeting, they go over how to exit a track every lap. A well-known driver, in quotation marks, who's been drifting for years and is now a judge of this series, decided he wasn't going to exit the track to go back on grid and decided to loop it during hot grid and drive back on the wall. As he was doing that, I was coming up to the bank full throttle and almost hit him straight on. I would be furious.
Yep.
That somebody just fucking, especially somebody that should be following the rules, setting an example,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
people that get big
one.
heads and think they're hot shit like that, and just can do whatever they want and rules don't apply is crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Why aren't we lighting this guy up?
I don't think it's the guy. It's the person doesn't want because it's probably
the person posting, but he didn't
home.
name the guy. Okay.
Yeah, he or she. We can never.
He or she. You're right.
I
haven't seen these. I don't know if it's a he or a she.
Yep. But yeah, local. We don't want to cause any problems, but yeah, still. Mm-hmm. Follow or lead by example.
Mm-hmm.
What does it? Do as I say, not as I do. That's pretty much.
That's what I tell people at work all the time.
Yeah, as you're yelling at them for OSHA stuff, and then you're
I'm like put your gloves on,
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Rio, do we have the post that I made? There was a lot of people telling stories on there. Was there any good ones on that? Like on our Instagram?
I didn't read through all those, so
no, I wanted to skim them really quick because I'm sure there's some good stuff there.
How do I check that?
You just go to our Instagram and then click on our posts like you're gonna go look at the post.
Click on the post,
check the comments. But
I love how Rio acts like he's an Instagram noob.
Yeah, he literally is the Instagram
master. It looks so different because I'm on.
Yeah, it is weird.
I'm on the internet.
On the computer. Yeah.
You want me to go through the comments?
Yeah, bring it up. We can just look at them.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Just make sure we're gonna watch my dumbass face over and over again.
Hell yeah!
But start from the top here. What do we got here? Sketchiest thing you ever seen to track comments. All right, this is good though. I love Barry's fucking Rich Whiteman driving E36.
I would have loved to have seen that.
I would have loved to see that too. Yeah. Not moving at Inchman cars. Yeah, Barry is he gets a lot. He catches a lot of crashes. Mm. Yeah. Whoa, you're going too fast here, buddy.
Sorry.
What do we got here? And then there's the G30, the K-Rail almost flipping it. That was that one, right? Yeah. Yep. As a staff at Lake Erie, an event track walk, you find some wild shit that has been yeeted off out of our cars. Vibes 24. I found a pair of red Sparko shoes. How do you find a pair? Were they your size? I hope you're wearing them right now.
He still has them.
Yeah, and we also found full jack handles. So that's pretty common because people bring the jack in their trunk and they take that out and sometimes forget it, or they'll use it as a prop, or if we park somewhere, they quickly grab that to so their car doesn't move, like they'll shove it under their tire and then it rolls away or they forget about it. I've actually found 2 jack handles myself in the years of drifting, so that's really fucking funny.
Like, do the people just have holes in the trunks, or like how?
I don't understand how it escapes by itself.
Yeah.
I mean, I have holes in my truck.
I was gonna say, I got holes. I got holes in my truck.
But I just thought I was an idiot and everybody else was smart. So.
James, there's a lot of idiots in what we do.
You're not by
that
yourself.
makes me feel a lot better.
Yeah.
Thank
We are
you.
all a collective of idiots.
You ever drive out of the pits with the helmet on your roof?
Nope.
And then everyone's waving at you and you think everyone likes you, but you're just an idiot.
I've seen that a million times, but I make sure my helmet is safe.
Yeah.
Just
no,
you did not, apparently. Rio's like, I'm so popular. Everybody loves my car. What's up, everybody? He's like, yo, what up, what up? And I'm like, you fucking idiot.
I was mounting tires on my Viennas one time, and the one had I mounted the first one, and then I threw it on top of the toolbox in the bed of my truck, like the bed toolbox right behind the cab. Mm-hmm. And then I mounted the other one, and I threw it right in the bed because I was gonna get up and like put them both where I wanted, but like I was distracted or I was doing something else, and so I didn't actually put the other wheel in the bed of my truck, and I drove off, got like 3 blocks away, make a right turn. And I just see this fucking 19 by 10 Vienna.
No.
Gone.
No.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, slammed it in park. I'm running after the bitch. Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
Pretty sweet.
Oh, James.
Hey, is this one the story about the guy that got choked out? Is this the story behind
let's
it?
see here. Cried about getting his tire smell like ethanol in the road, through engine online. Yep. Probably.
That's sweet.
I would suspect. I mean, that's not who sent it in, but that's fucking funny.
I love that he just called out names too.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great.
You're forever on the internet as being, that's pretty
The guy who chokes someone out.
Caitlin, what's she saying? Where to even start? They're all a blur. Main highlight is trying to fake. Oh, yeah. People faking to get in is wild.
Like, does that really happen?
That happens all the time. Yeah.
Dude, I'm going to do that this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to get in for
James is a media guy.
I'm going to take my driver wristband off and try to get in for media.
Did you ever see that thing where it's like, if you have a safety vest and a ladder, you can go anywhere?
Anywhere. And a hard hat, dude. A hard hat, a ladder, and a vest. I swear to God. That's anywhere.
So I would love to actually try that.
Mm-hmm.
We're
in the White House. We're just like in the White House, like,
We set up and do a quick pod from the Oval Office. Could you imagine?
Yeah, we're here to work on the Oval.
Yeah, yep.
It's misshapen. We're gonna oval it out a little bit.
We're gonna
a little bit of a corner in the one side. So
is that a honing or a reaming thing?
Ooh, that's a honing thing for sure.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
I like honing stuff. Let's see what this says. This isn't the sketchiest, but this weekend during the open drifting part of an event, I was shooting trackside. A car lost a chunk of a bumper. I tried to direct the flagger's attention so he could stop traffic, and then another car drove directly over the bumper chunk, which became stuck under their car. Felt like I was in a cartoon. So that's one of those things where it's like I've seen bumpers fly off, and I love that some people stop if they can, if they can stop it to grab the bumper to save it. But chunks and stuff, I kind of feel like are fair game to get destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, don't stop the event. But at the same time, it depends on where they're at, because if they can get flung, like imagine that cone, but now let's imagine fiberglass that's sharp cutting somebody, like
hell yeah, decapitation.
You know? Yeah, that's funny.
Shout out to track workers at Final Bout that saved my bumper on my Miata multiple times.
See? Yeah.
It couldn't save it from Chab.
No, it could not.
It couldn't save it from being parked with the car parked right in front of it. That's for sure.
Oh, Chub. So fucking cute.
Do you guys always dodge bumpers? Because
I try to.
I try to as well.
I'll shut it down if I see a bumper.
Yep.
And I can't, if I'm like on a course to not go around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll shut it down.
Yeah. I mean, you got to remember that it depends on. We're not driving like missile style cars too, so like hitting them was also going to fuck up my stuff. You know what I mean? So like, if I was in a, depending on the car and it was at the right spot, if I could bumper tap a bumper, I'd probably do it just for the fun show aspect.
It'd be pretty cool.
It'd be pretty cool.
Well, I hit a cone like 2 years ago and ripped the one like wing off the side of my rear bumper.
Yeah, they're brutal.
So
yeah. I hit a child. No,
I hit a cone and it put a fucking hole in my rad.
I remember that. I had to fix
real?
that. Yeah, I had to fix that.
Yeah, at RSD, fucking Seb gave me his JB Weld, and I smeared it all on the fucking rad, and streeted home, and it was fine. Until I got home, and then the rad started puking a little bit. It was like perfect timing.
Puke.
Can I rephrase this question a little bit?
Of course.
Yeah, do it for the real.
You know he's setting it up. He's like, I was trying so hard, and they didn't say what I wanted. This whole fucking podcast is just orchestrated by Rio. We talked about this before, right? Like,
we're puppets.
He inserted himself into this situation just to control us.
I'm honestly curious. You know, like at E-Town, when you're the first corner, you go up a hill and you can't really see.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine you go up the hill, right when you can see everything.
Yep.
There's a bumper. So you either got to smoke the bumper or go off track.
That's different.
That bumper's getting ripped.
That's like hit an old person or hit a baby. What do you do? You know what I mean? Like, I'm hitting the old person. They've already lived their life.
Yep.
You know, they probably are a piece of shit.
Yeah. Old people suck. It depends on the amount of points that they're worth, but
but that's true.
Yep. Yeah. Going off and destroying all of your possible arrow versus just kind of hitting
someone else's.
Yeah. Yep. And yours probably. Yep. Yeah. Let's connect our arrow a little better, everybody. Come on.
I can't wait to destroy mine.
That was a good
first day out.
Yeah. I can't wait to just got done painting it and watch it just explode.
You've got about 10 days while that looks good.
Is that what? No, we're longer than that.
Well, I have to pull it out of the garage in 9 days, so.
And that's the moment, right when it comes out. Just
as soon as it's out.
That's funny. I smoked someone's muffler on that same hill 2 weeks ago. Muffler is brutal.
Ow.
Like a muffler coming off, that's wild.
That's doing some damage for sure.
Yeah. That's pretty crazy. So, what else we got here? We got at Evergreen, somebody whacked a big tire. That's the one. No, is that the one that we just saw? Went towards media on the inside. No, that wasn't. Those tires are no joke. So, speaking of just bad shit that I've seen at events, was Vibes last year when I forget his name. I should know it, but dude, first lap. I did the fucking drivers meeting, and I'm like, drive the course. Be careful. Take your time. We did the entrance to be pretty extreme. Slow down. First lap out, tire. Big tire, tractor tire. And I'm talking dead stop. That was brutal. I thought
I remember that.
I thought the ambulance is going to have to be called for that. No joke. Because I never saw a car stop that hard. Mm-hmm. Like instantly stop and then go up and bounce back. And just, he was like 45, 60. I don't know. I don't know.
He was moving.
He was moving. Yeah. First thing, it was like, are you okay? It's cool that he got the car running by the end of the, end of the event to do a couple laps. But yeah. Hey, maybe also let's listen to the coordinators. We know a thing or two. You know
James
what I mean?
Knows a thing or two about drifting the first lap. And maybe why you shouldn't.
Oh yeah, I remember that too. Hey, he's muted. That's good because it's. I was like, "Hey James, it's wet," and I think that's all I said. And I wanted to say
it wasn't wet. It was just early.
But I wanted to say something because
we were first on the track.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay. I was gonna drive it until I saw James flick it, and then he flicked it into a curb, and then I continued to drive the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Rio, can you please take me off the fucking screen? I can't. Is there any more? I just hate seeing myself. I mean,
well, this one says
hit a barrel.
Standing on a barrel for a photo, and then the driver hit it.
Oh,
what?
Was that the last one? Right. I think so. If not, just read it.
Oh yeah.
Also, Steve Wickenstein at Vibes is leaning up against one of the barriers, and a car smoked it and sent him flying. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. He's pretty old too. He probably needed like a back surgery.
He's up there with me.
Christ.
We're definitely
crazy.
Geriatric.
Yeah, well, that's fair.
Let me bang out.
Bang me.
Let me just bang you really quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what we got here. Saw a kid run on our local skid pad, GLD, while the track was hot to grab his drone. Yeah, that's not fucking cool. Your drone's not as important as your life,
Yep.
That was
maybe his life is worthless. Maybe he's a woman beater.
Wabi Media, who's in here actually. What's up?
Oh shit!
Thanks for hanging out. It's fucking cool. Watching Mac whip around in his Miata. That's one of the responses. Oh, Mac. There's a JK there. There's some JK. Cars and Trees is fun. Christian Pratt's response. Watch the G35 catch air. That was the one that we got to see, which is cool. Let's see here. Guy at FDE Town a few years back went on track while hot wearing an orange high vis. Went to the media box and all the media was like, dude, the fuck are you doing? Moral of the story, he got yelled at and arrested. Little confused about that.
Hold on, what is the orange high vis
I don't know.
For? Like, are they required a certain
Well, they
color
probably,
high-vis?
so yeah, I'm sure that, so bigger organizations have like their own, a lot of them have their own vests to be like, these are our people, anybody else, the insurance isn't covering, you know, or whatever, you know, that
if
kind of stuff.
you don't have this vest, that's how they vet you to be on track.
Yeah, basically. So, that was probably why. It was probably not an official. It was somebody probably trying to sneak in, which is pretty... Oh, Mac, I'm not that bad at driving. That's pretty funny. I did get this one. This is a good one. This is another anonymous, but I saw James catch on fire once. That's a
That actually happened.
That's not anonymous. That was Chad. Chad sent that in.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Was it really only one time you saw that? Because there's been at least 3 times, so...
Has there? The only time that comes to
there was
like,
only one
recent
time
memory
was like,
is like Vibes.
One time there was actual fire.
Which was
Actual
Vibes.
fire. Which was Vibes.
Right?
Yeah, that was Vibes.
Yo,
There's no video of that?
Yeah, I think I saw that too. The helmet
there a video?
blue. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I saw that. That's imagine like you're hitting that hard that your fucking helmet's flying out. But I mean honestly like I've seen people's heads like whip around like pretty crazy. It sucks because I hate Hans and Halo seats so much, but I know it's needed for certain stuff.
Might save you.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of being saved, this is the part where we talk about our Lord and Savior. Just kidding. Imagine if I started throwing in like weird religious things. But it is time to get into those battles because we got to keep going on these, and I'm excited.
That brain is not smooth.
All the brains of smooth. Wait, did I put it in the wrong one?
You might have. I've never seen this skull.
Yeah, what is that?
Oh,
I was gonna say, is that
always,
new? But...
No, it's always in the background. Hold on.
Okay.
Maybe I put it in a different one.
Maybe you didn't do it all.
Let's just listen to it again. Yeah.
Steve said needs more breakdowns. I'm down.
I am all about breakdowns. Guys, I go in the studio at the end of May with my new band, which I've never met any of them except the bass player.
That's crazy that you didn't even tell me we were starting a band.
Yeah.
Like, that's wild, dude.
Let's start a band.
Okay.
So, dude, I think I totally fucked this up. It'll only take me a second.
Well, while you figure it out, I think I'm gonna do, instead of Midnight Club, I'm gonna bring DDR to SSE.
I mean, I support that.
So I just need one more DDR pad. I think I only have one.
Okay.
I need a PS2, a plug-in PS2 DDR pad.
I think I have one.
Okay.
Hey, you know your roulette wheel?
Yeah, I
Do you
have
have to take the ball out to pass tech?
I don't know. The ball fell out of the trunk a long time ago because of the hole in the trunk that I talked about earlier.
Oh my god.
So I forget what we used last time. I think someone that was just around had a marble in their pocket or some shit.
No way.
Yeah, I swear to God. I'm like, fuck, the ball's not here. And someone's just like, oh, you want this marble?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
That's amazing.
So yeah, we're gonna have a DDR bracket going, parking lot hotel.
That would be sick.
It was Steve, yes. Steve's like, James, I flew to Wisconsin with a marble for you.
Why
That's crazy?
Fuck? Why does he have a marble? That's weird.
Is it a cat eye marble? Or fuck, that's the only one I know by heart is a cat eye. I don't know that all the other
could have just been like a normal fucking marble.
I mean, I guess.
I think the ball fell out when you
Oh.
left Chicago. But
Never mind.
Yeah, why?
I feel like it's less coincidental now. He said I put in the group chat to find a marble and bring it. I don't remember saying that. So. I remember this as such a fond memory, and now it's just like, oh, I asked for help and somebody helped me.
Yeah.
Like, that's
ruined.
Such a lame
Completely
story.
Ruined. Yeah. I'm almost positive. I mean, there is an actual DDR board at the house here, but that's not coming. You know what I mean?
No.
But if it's just the mats, I'll see if we can sacrifice it. You know?
All right.
Yeah. Because if we can have DDR dance-offs, that'd be sick.
Be nice.
Hey, speaking of dance-offs, let's get to the death matches.
Oh, shit.
So this one's going to be, of course, you three are going to be the judges with help of the people in the chat. They can sway it. So, they can point out things.
Shit.
Yeah, they ain't really swaying shit. But, hey, you never know. They might point out something that you're like, you know what? I didn't see that. That's true. So, you guys ready? Let's start it. Mm-hmm. The very first battle of the first car, early drift car, early car battles. I need a better name for that. Is E36 Wants Your Door and Zane Gardner BMX.
Rally car life is my favorite saying for that. It's not a rally car at all.
No, and that makes it even better. Yeah. I love first drift cars.
Is there an exterior No, I thought there was an exterior bash bar around the bumper there for a second.
That would have been
on which one?
Like an exterior football helmet on the E36. Is it the black trim? Looks like there's a bar, and then it looks like there's two bars going down the center.
Mm-hmm.
That would be wild.
That would be fucking really wild.
Happy it's not.
Hey, there's a football helmet chasing that E36.
There sure is. There is. We do not like that.
We do
That's
not like that.
Negative points for that picture, for sure.
I just saw a football helmet in the chat.
Aura.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like the roof rack. Roof racks are pretty
huge
cool.
LED bar.
Oh, I didn't know. That's an LED
he could
bar.
See for miles.
I love that.
You're blinding everybody.
Yep.
Did we ever talk about this on here? A buddy of mine had a Miata, and we put I think it was a 42-inch curved light bar right at the top of the window. But we just used it was like a door hinge, and we self-tapped it into the A-pillars. And then screwed it into the end of the light bar. I'll have to find a picture. It was sweet.
Yeah. Sounds sick.
Very.
It was fucking cool.
Very good quality. Yeah. Good craftsmanship on that install.
I haven't gotten much better, honestly. My roof is self-tapped on.
I wish.
That'd be so fucking good.
All right. That's definitely at Evergreen, too, by the way. The one on the left.
Yeah, for sure.
There's snow on the ground.
No.
Snow?
No.
Yeah, in the background? Yeah, on the grass.
There is.
There's snow.
Oh my god. I was looking at on the track. I thought that was like a little concrete stuff, but they didn't do concrete work, so it is cold. Yeah, no shit. Chad, that kind of reminds me of your first kind of just drift car.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, just a
stocky 36 with rake. Yeah, man. That's all you need.
All you need.
That's all you need.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go to my. That's my left. This is my right. So to my left, but to my right on the video thing or Bob's. Mr. Chad, who you going?
I'm gonna go with Rally Car Life specifically because that light bar could blind anything in its path.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And it's a Mazda 626, I think, which are pretty bulletproof from people that I've known that have owned them. So that thing could probably do a sick jump and be okay.
Yeah. Makes sense. Mr. James?
I'm taking the E36. It was a tough one. I drove a Mazda 626 to Florida. Got some fond memories in that thing. I slept on a park bench in the middle of the day because I drove all fucking night and I was tired of shit.
Nice.
But I would love to crash that E36 into a wall.
Remember, this is you can pick for whatever reason.
Taking it.
So yeah. I could see you crashing that E36 into a wall.
Gladly.
I could also see that happen.
Yeah. Sure. Mr. Rio, you're the deciding factor.
I'm going to go with Zane because I like the bikes on the top.
Yeah, you know what? I knew you would have gone that way because you have a bike rack.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's a biker boy.
How big's your trunk?
She's very little.
I'll park my bike in it.
Sick. All right. So it looks like I gotta write these down because I've been keeping good track of how this is. Yeah. Zane is
It's
winning.
like March Madness, but we're in April now.
April showers bring May spousal abuse. All right, let's move on here. The next one. Another black Miata.
Yo.
What the fuck? And look at Danmo, by the way.
His first car was a Corolla. That's pretty sick.
And he's got some good overs on there. He's got some run-free or origin styling front fenders. Yeah. I dig it. Miata's cute.
I like when people take pictures with their cars.
I miss that.
First car. It's adorable.
I miss that. We should start doing that again. Like where you're like,
we should.
You know, like, hey, it's me.
Hey, look at my cool car.
Yep. Now it's like just the car, sick angle, whatever. Let's start ruining the photos by standing in it.
I'm into that. Every time I see a photographer taking a picture, I'm just gonna run in and like make the stupidest pose I can.
That's perfect.
A really bad face.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, looks like a pretty clean interior though.
Mm-hmm.
On the
which sucks.
The Miata, which sucks. Yeah.
You know,
if
this is a
is
first
that not
car,
like a seat cover? Is that like a real seat?
Those are probably. Oh yeah, those actually are the seats. I think I can't.
Yeah,
tell.
they came with the speakers. They came with speakers and the headrests.
Yeah,
for real.
Yeah.
I had a tan interior Miata.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Please do that with the shiny pants too. Yeah, that would be fun. You
what
running into all the photos. You're just always like, you're all swagged up. So we got to find Damo another 8.6.
Get his first one back.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
All right, so now we're gonna go the opposite direction. Rio, what you got?
I'm gonna go with Damo's car. It's just kind of a cooler car. No offense to Miata people.
Mm-hmm. No offense to Miata people. 8.6s are superior.
I resent that part.
I resemble that.
I resemble that. I'm right there with you. The coupe. Yeah.
So you're going. So Danmo takes the win, but Chad, where would you have gone?
You know, I don't think I voted for a Miata this entire time, which is crazy. And I'm still not going to do that.
Extreme!
That's wild.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Danmo.
Danmo unanimously takes the win. I wish I got Jared Deanna to come
Deanna.
Oh, doctor!
Yeah. Danmo takes the win. All right.
I can't wait to smoke a cig with this guy.
Yeah. You're not going to do that. Oh, with Danmo?
I'm never going to meet him. Yeah.
Danmo,
not Jared Deanna.
Can we get him to come down to special stage?
No.
We should probably.
That's not going to happen.
Isn't he nearby?
West Virginia?
I'll hit him up. I'll tell him we're smoking mad cigs.
No. When we go up...
We're smoking mad bows, bro. Come
He's
on
like,
down.
oh, yo, for real?
He's like,
yo, I'm there.
I'll pull out the 20-1 and like, come on, dude.
I love cancer.
Yo, pull up.
Jesus. All right. Shit. Next battle. Hey, guess what? Another fucking
matte black Miata.
Why is that a thing? Is that's just a fucking thing? And look whose it is.
Mandy's.
And I used to see this driving around. I'm almost positive I remember the hood and being like, I wonder what that is.
Oh shit, it's Alan's car. That's nuts.
That car is so H2O, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, that is not even so H2O. That's like actually cool. The fucking Jetta coupe?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Jetta coupe cool.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, do you guys watch Juicebox?
Of course.
No.
Okay.
I love juice boxes.
I knew you were going to say that. Shit. I forgot. Rio, you watch Juicebox?
Sometimes.
There's a 4-door hatchback Civic that somebody custom made.
Oh, is it on his newest video?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I haven't watched that one yet. I just watched the track one last night.
It's sick. It's like the fabrication to make that happen is flawless. Like interior panels fit, to make like the hatch section. Yeah, you got to watch it. It's pretty wild. But anyway,
at the gym.
Back to the battles here.
Oh yeah, battles.
Mandy with the fucking hood pins and look at the little fucking tow hook. It's not a strap. It's a hook. It's an actual like Honda style hook. Yo, she's got some pretty good fitment. She probably has better fitment on that than she.
Like the wheel gap is not any worse than it is now.
The best part is Mandy doesn't. She hasn't been on for a long time because they're busy like doing a bunch of shit. Like right. So she'll maybe get to this eventually and be like, "Yo, what the fuck, guys?"
You should never see this.
Nope. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah. So we're gonna start in the middle here. Also, by the way, I do like that her, like, if this is like her first car, she's like pretty decently like set up stance wise, but also Alan's car is pretty unique and cool. Like that is actually cool in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like pretty cool. I want to know if that's, I could never, every time he drove by, I was always curious if it was a wrap or because this is so old or if it was actually fabric like glued on because I've seen
I know people that have done fabric.
Nuts.
Like that's the way it used to be done.
That seems like a very Volkswagen thing to do.
Yeah.
Like
oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This
not
car
any sort of print, just
H2O. It's crazy.
Yeah. And the single wiper. Yeah, he's
Yeah, Steve's shitting on the single wiper in the chat, but I'm about it. I think single wiper shit's cool. The Jetta Coupe, I'm going with that. Shit's cool.
Well, you were the first one, so if you're going Martin, right?
Yeah, that's why I said it because I heard you say I'm going to start in the middle.
Thanks
So
for paying
I was
attention to me,
hey.
James. Thanks for paying attention.
Got you, buddy.
Now you pass it on to the next person.
Rio.
I like the Jetta because I like the fabric hood.
Yeah, I want to ask him. It sucks. Is usually he's like sometimes in here at this time.
Well, he would message me since we've been on here, so I don't know why he's not in here.
What the fuck, Mr. Allen?
That's real bitch made of him.
Yeah, I'm not happy about that. But and Chad, who would you have gone with?
First, I wanted to address Steve's comment. I wonder if the A-pillars matched the hood. Of fucking course they did, and they had to have matched the headliner. Let's be real here.
Yes.
Like that plaid was more than on the hood.
And the shift boot.
Yep.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, you go to Joann Fabrics, get yourself some plaid, and you do your whole interior.
Costs about $7.99, and you got it all.
Absolutely.
I
am going with Alan Martin. Because Jetta Coupes are cool, and the older the Volkswagen, the cooler it is. So anything that's Mark II and older is right up my alley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really don't like modern day Volkswagens that much, but I can definitely get behind like Scirocco's, Corrados, all that.
Rabbit trucks.
Rabbit trucks are cool. Yeah, for sure. We have a couple in our area. James, I'm sure you know probably some of those guys with like the Rabbit trucks and stuff. There's like a diesel one that's like sick.
Yeah.
Like side exit exhaust on the fender, like really classy builds though.
8 years ago, after while I moved into this house, a friend of ours was like, he's like, I need to get out of my parents' house. So he actually rented this room I'm in right now from us for like a couple months. He had a Rabbit truck.
Oh, nice. No shit. Yeah, they're cool. I like the older Volkswagens.
You guys ever wrap something in fabric and then you pour like the bar top resin over it?
No, we're not that crafty.
I should have done that with my bumper this year.
It looks cool. I made like a radiator panel, and it looks like the fabric, but you can like wipe it off, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, it like soaks into it, but like basically it's kind of like fiberglassing, except yeah. That's cool. That's a cool idea. Could you use fiberglass to do that? Because I have to make a cooling panel. I wonder if I could do that. That'd be kind of cool. Rhea, I wish you lived closer. I said that to Jake the other day too. I said we have such creative, fun friends that I know we get in a lot of trouble and probably waste a shit ton of money. But it would be cool if you guys were like half an hour to 45 minutes away in contrast to the 8 or 9 hours you guys are. Because I'm sure we'd be like, oh, this could be cool. Let's do this. And then all of a sudden we have like armor and we're like Voltron and we all go together. But anyway, let's go to the next battle.
Oh.
Yo,
First
that's
car.
pretty good. That's no way that's first car.
Yeah, he said 3 years into ownership. So
Okay.
he's cheating it a little bit.
He's cheating it. So you have to take it for what it is.
Gotcha. It does look nice now, though. But James don't like it because it's a hatch. So.
It's a hatch, and I don't actually fuck with like Urus Aero and even low mount big wings. There was a time I liked this car.
Just not the
That's-
time is
that's
not now.
not me anymore.
It's changed. It's not you
It's
anymore.
not me. Yeah.
I like that. That's a good way to kind of get out of a conversation safely, but not being a super dick. It's not
I used
me.
to like it.
It's not me anymore.
Yeah.
I've grown.
I've
Yeah,
grown.
Exactly. I've seen the error of my past ways, and now I realize that your fucking hatch was a piece of shit, Kyle. Rio, don't clip that.
I like that Leah said if Rio and Jake were closer, oh God, I'd never see him. Yeah. Yeah. So I will say I do like the gas door getting flung open on the on its
notice that.
just Kyle's.
Just S chassis things.
Just S chassis things. That's pretty cool. But look at that
Sticker bomb fucking fender. I wonder if those are actually all stickers or if it's a wrap.
Dude, they didn't
looks
make
like stickers.
sticker wraps that long ago, did they?
I don't know, man. That was like one of the first things you could buy. It was just like, it wasn't a wrap. It was just like a large fucking sticker. It wasn't like vinyl wrap, but it was just large stickers you could just put on things to give them the wrap look.
Oh, he said it is a wrap.
Womp womp.
Oh, 2015. He's young, isn't he? I forgot. Never mind.
Yeah, back in the day when you had to do every single sticker to sticker bomb. Insane.
That's missing a rusted hood. That's what that's missing.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty funny.
And cut springs.
Yup.
Yeah,
and some XXRs.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And spousal abuse.
I'm curious if the fender wrap was like his first mod, or if it was like to fix something that was broken.
I'd be willing to bet he paid for the Steelies first.
Oh, like it came on different wheels.
Like a real wheel, like an alloy
Yeah.
wheel. He's like, dude, I need Steelies.
Saying it covered a rot hole. That's pretty funny.
That's even better.
Yeah.
To be honest.
That is pretty funny. Oh God. Smells like white owls. That Civic has the gas light on. I can't believe we didn't get any Nissan Altima energy on this.
That is crazy.
Nobody sent in any Altimas. We don't have any.
I didn't realize that. He said the Steelies are color matched.
They definitely are.
It's not black.
Oh,
they're green.
That's
Custom.
crazy.
That's some points.
All right.
That's some points.
That is some points.
That's some points. Yeah, I think Kyle kind of screwed himself by going with a car that's a little too nice. You know,
hatch.
Yeah, it should, and a hatch, but no, I like hatches. It should have been when he first got it, but I don't think he had the picture. I think is what it said at the top or the bottom. You know what I mean? So it's just posting it. I gave it to throw it out there. It's fun. So this time we're gonna start with Chad.
Oh, Civic, absolutely.
I knew you were going that way.
Color matched wheels, bro. Are you fucking?
Yeah,
it's so good.
That's funny. All right, and Chad, you get to throw it to the next person.
Rio.
Oh. I mean, the 240 is cooler than my car I drive now. And I feel like Mossy I find relatable.
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's a vote for Mossy.
Yep.
Dude, that's 2 in one night where we sweep to one side. 'Cause I'm going Mossy too.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Hey, so I see a lot of people in the chat that are like, "Oh, my first car was blah blah blah, whatever." Pay attention to the Instagram. We're going to be opening it back up. So if you did not already submit your car, pay attention to the stories when we drop it. I'm going to leave it up for like 2 days. Because I think I only had it for like a day because we got like 70 some like instantly. But a lot of people fucked up and they didn't put their @ on the screen. There's clear instructions. There's a few people that I just typed their @ really quick because it was easy to see and I brought them in, but I'm not going to sit there and do it for everybody. So make sure you pay attention, read the instructions. And
first car only.
Yeah, try to get
first car.
And also I'm going to change it. I'd love to know the years.
Yeah,
if you remember the year.
And like when you bought it or like, shortly after, the stupid shit you do. Like when you can, it's easy to figure out. Like you think back and you're like, oh man, that car was cringy as fuck. Mm-hmm. That's the picture we want.
Yes, yeah, that's what wins.
That's what we want here.
That's
look at this is a perfect example. Like, come on.
I mean, that's still pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Color
Oh,
match Steelies and a sticker wrap fender. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And yes, first car, it could be your first drift car, but it's like your first modified car. It's almost better if it's not a drift car and it's something ridiculous if you played with it. So far, the weirdest shit is what's winning. You know what I mean? The weird stuff is what's winning. So 94 Chrysler Acclaim. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, that's whoa, Rio.
Damn, Rio.
How dare you?
I'm sorry.
What the fuck? All right, and I think, do we have a bonus this time? Oh, we got one
God.
more. We got one more. All right.
The Mario.
So spray painted
That's nuts.
is
Dude.
fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Oh man.
E46 wagon. Is that an E46?
No, that's
or is
a
that a
Civic.
Accord?
That looks like a Civic.
Oh, I'm seeing like
I
a
was
wagon
gonna say a
piece in the back.
Volvo or a Saab.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's
Volvo?
No, I think that's a Civic because that it looks like the first car that I owned, which was
It's
a
not a Civic.
'89 Civic 4-door. I could be
No,
an Accord.
They
Could
didn't
be an
have like
Accord.
C-pillars like that, did they? Like with the glass?
I don't know. I thought it was a Civic when I first pulled it up.
Someone hit it in the chat. Is it a Civic?
Who? Yeah, like an. Yeah, it looks like a Civic.
It looks like an EF.
Yeah.
No, I look at
So
it's an EF four-door.
which was my first car, by the way.
Oh, sick.
Yep, that's the one that I spray painted the Honda emblems on with fabric spray paint on the headrest, and I got my first set of Primax wheels. But anyway,
hell yeah,
we got the car that started it all, '88 RX-7 Vert. Drove this throughout high school, class of 2005. Pretty cool car. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that's just a good, sick car to get into.
That guy's pretty old too. If he graduated in 2005.
I mean, he's 3 years older than me. I graduated 08.
I was gonna say, I never graduated, so I don't even know.
That means you're young forever.
Yay!
I think so.
Yay!
You found the fountain of youth. It was just don't graduate high school.
Don't graduate high school, and
you'd never die,
and witness a lot of spousal abuse. So the Civic. Oh, Nevin's saying it's a Civic too.
I know that's when I started believing it was a Civic. Was when Nevin said it.
Yeah, I believe anything Nevin says. He could tell me. He could tell me that's a
dude.
Jedi.
The Earth's flat.
Yep. I'd be like, all right.
Nevin said it. Okay.
I believe you, Nevin. So I can't. Is that fucking Princess? Is that the Princess Toadstool? Is it Princess
in the
Toadstool?
back there?
Yeah,
kind of.
I can see Mario for sure, and it looks
Yeah.
like there's a question. There's one of the blocks. You know what I mean to hit.
Kind of looks like the Taco Bell logo.
Yeah, kind of. But
It looks like an Eagles helmet to me, like a shitty painted Eagles helmet. That's what it looks like to me.
Oh,
I can see that too. All right.
I can see that too, though. Yeah. So the SXD $1,500 Civic build. If
That
we
would
could,
be sick.
if we could do that, that
We
would
could supply
be
cars to every team.
amazing.
Could you
my
imagine?
God.
We're gonna have to up registration price.
Each team has their set price and an additional $1,500. But first of all, where do you find that? Jake,
Hey,
that
Rio?
Cavalier in the background. Yeah, we know you with the cavies. No, the cavies modded too. I didn't notice that. That's pretty funny.
What wheels are those?
Some green meshies. I don't know. I can't tell if it's like a mesh or if it's just like a solid spoke wheel.
No, the Civic.
They
Equip reps.
They look like reps of of equips.
They're like reverse mounted, which
Yeah.
is weird.
I kind of want to see more of the spray paint, to be honest. I want to know. I'm pretty sure that's the Princess. I hope it's the
some stuff.
Yeah, I hope it's the Princess, but like there's some crazy stuff going on behind her.
Is it 553's car? Because he said it's Peach.
Princess Peach, that's it. Yeah, not why did I say Toadstool? I'm just yeah. But anyway. Let's dive in. So who went first? You did, Chad, right?
I went first, yes.
Okay. So Chad, you pick who goes first next.
James.
Oh,
Hey.
James, you're first.
I'm looking for cheap Civics on Facebook Marketplace right now. So here's one for $350. It's in my town too. We'll go back to that.
Don't do it. I'm going.
It's got a fade paint job.
I hope it's our new
sick.
livery.
Oh my god, dude. Dude, look at this.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
Oh.
That's nuts. All right, we're buying that. Anyways, this is tough.
2017, and you're doing that to the Civic, which is pretty funny.
That's pretty crazy.
Because I modded. Oh man, I don't want to go down that memory lane. That's fucking a long time ago.
I think I'm taking the RX-7.
You're going 7. Okay, I did not expect that. So
I think so.
All right, so now
I really want the Civic, but I don't know.
Yeah, the 7's clean. I mean, it's a good fucking first car. It's pretty sick. It'd be nice to know if it's manual or automatic though.
Yeah.
Knowing him, it's probably manual.
Okay. James, throw it to whoever you want to next. Mr. Chad.
That's me.
Did you know which way it was going to point?
I didn't. I wasn't really thinking about it. I'm like, it's going to be...
Yep. I like that. Chad, who you going with?
I'm also going with Oshwa with his FC.
That surprises me.
I know. So it does surprise me too. It's just the spray paint is a little much for me on the Civic. And fun fact, the owner of the FC was also in the same issue of S3 magazine that I was in. So that's how we met originally.
Oh,
was the FC like this in the magazine?
No, he didn't have. He had a Miata for that. And that, like, I had the Civic, he had the Miata, and then we met at H2O, which was cool. We became friends. We did a photo shoot together.
Hell yeah, that's super cool. Fuck yeah, that's cool. So that leaves Rio, but Oshwa definitely still is taking the win. But I still want to know where you were going to side with.
I feel like I like the RX-7. I would rather have the RX-7, but I feel like the Civic is more entertaining to look at.
I mean,
I really wanted to pick the Civic.
Yeah. It definitely is very entertaining to look at. I kind of want to see more of it. And yeah, somebody said, I think it was Nevin said, or somebody said, yeah, I hope Luigi is on the driver's door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I hope it's a whole themed thing.
I hope there's something on the hood too, like a whole mural of sorts.
There better be.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's see if we have any bonuses. Just a butthole cupcake in a cup.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to be going.
That looks tasty as hell.
Right, I just want to kind of I'm going to be reaching out to a few of our sponsors to get their first cars for the bonus rounds, so we can keep going on the bonus side of things. So I think that'll be kind of cool. So I'll do.
I gave you mine, didn't I?
Yes, I have it somewhere.
Okay.
If not, I'll probably just ask you for it somewhere. But yes, I think that'll be kind of cool. But see, I still need people to pin up against that. You know what I mean? We got Mac, we got Jake, me and James, Rio. Yeah, we need a couple more for the bonuses. But otherwise, I had this idea while I was taking a shower tonight, and I want to run it by everybody in the chat, and I want to run it by you guys. We have a pod that's going to be, I'm waiting until Final Bout's done because I'm just planning. Whoa! For planning and stuff, crazy. I need to be able to, I made that happen with my mind. I need to be able to focus on things and put time and effort because I don't want to have a guest on that we're not really super, you know what I mean? People need attention. They deserve to have the time spent on them proper, and I'm not in the right mindset. Tonight would have been good because I'm kind of high on paint fumes and all the other stuff, but regardless, our minds other places. So we're going to be having a media podcast, and we're going to continue doing the media people, the podcast where we bring them on, we talk about gear, we talk about their photos, we talk about the stuff. We're going to continue doing that. That's gonna happen. But in the shower, while I was super soapy, I looked down.
You were thinking about media people.
No, I was just thinking about, we do a bunch of dumb random shit, and I thought it'd be really funny to open up a submit your name to just anybody to be on the podcast, and then we put them on a wheel and we fucking spin the wheel and we get just rando people in on the podcast. It could be the worst podcast ever, but we make it like a every now and then we just have a fucking submit your name. You know what I mean? You want to be on a podcast? Cool. Because you don't really get that. Every podcast, like Good as Cast Faction, Circle of Drift, they go after people that are doing something in the industry, whether it's media, whether it's, pro drivers, whether it's blah, blah, blah. But what about like everybody else? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I think it'd be cool. But tell me what you guys think about that. And do people in the chat, would that be something that would somebody entertain that? Would somebody be like, oh my God, I would come on. You know what I mean? Like if I got picked, I would come on and we would just pick your brain. We'd probably have secret games. Yeah.
Make fun of you, most likely.
Definitely that.
Yeah. First one to make you cry. No, imagine.
Yeah, the first person in the comments to make you cry just like gets free Patreon for life.
Free Patreon. Which is basically not that cool. No.
Yeah, it's like a $7 reward.
Which is already free, so you should be subscribed to it.
Oh yeah, shit, it is free.
There is a free tier. Yep. And oh my god, I keep saying this, but it sucks. So we have so much stuff going on behind the scenes right now that I can't talk about. But after Final Bout, there is a buttload of stuff coming to Patreon and just coming out on YouTube and the other stuff. I have
Damien's been vlogging, everybody.
No, not even just vlogging. I've been cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Let this man fucking cook.
I got a whole bunch of dumb shit that's going to be coming out. But yeah, I'm down to be insulted. So I like that. I think the idea would be cool because we are kind of I want to say, this sounds horrible, but we are kind of the everyman podcast.
The joke podcast.
We're not faction. We're not goodest.
No, we're trash. We're trash.
We're trash.
So I think it only makes sense to get like just random people. It could be fucking horrible, but we're gonna make that so fun. You know what I mean? Imagine a super awkward person that's like just makes you uncomfortable. It'd be gold. It'd be comedy.
Rio's on here most weeks though.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty fun.
Remember we did that dumpster episode?
Yep.
And
that was great.
Fun. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. We're doing more dumpster. The dumpster's coming too. Dumpster's definitely coming. But see, I started morphing my brain into dumpster / the fucking talent show. You know what I mean? Because like the talent show when I think it was Mac, right? That
whipped out the yo-yo.
When he started doing the yo-yo, I was like, this is fucking crazy. And then what Jake was singing. Yeah. The talent show is a good idea. But anyway, just throwing it out there. If you're listening to this on Spotify later, if that's even something that interests you, you could be not even into the drifting scene. Like you're not even drifting, but if you put your name in, it's on the fucking board. And if you get picked, please.
You can't bitch out.
No, we'll come and find you. But seriously,
come to your house.
Yeah. So but also if you're following us on, we have a lot of views and plays on Spotify. Make sure you're following us on Instagram because that's where I would do the whole dealio with, picking somebody. So it's a good resource, a good place to keep in tune with our shenanigans. But anyway, looks like a lot of people said they would be down. So I think that would be fun. And I say that there's no disrespect because we're all nobodies, but I'm saying this is the best one to have a random encounter with somebody, because being all nobodies, we have common ground. So, and I say that as also like the people that think they're somebody are just this fucking same too. They're nobodies. Like, so
Palmer's got a chip on his shoulder for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna fight.
That guy's a tall piece of shit. I think it's because of his height too. Like he's just like, I'm not a short fucking peasant. Fuck you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm tall, so I don't have rules.
Learn how to talk on a podcast without a 30-second fucking silence, buddy.
Damn.
Are we starting podcast wars?
Dropping the mic.
I think so.
Shit. I can't wait till he's on here.
Yeah, he's a fucking bitch for not even coming on here. He's supposed to be on like 2 months ago. Oh, I got life stuff that happens. Oh,
I got a girlfriend. Fuck you.
All right. So if you've been counting, you will get a $50 Olive Garden gift card if you can tell me within the next 3 seconds how many times I said spousal abuse. Just kidding.
No, you don't even know.
Imagine if I had like a counter and I was like trying to hit the mark and we start. Okay. Anyway, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I gotta go make beats and I gotta fucking.
I got shit to do.
I got editing to do. Yeah. Well, I'm a producer, so. All right, guys. Listen. We love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. If your story didn't get put in on time and you have some really crazy shit, you can still send it in. You know what I mean? We can bring that up on the next pods. We'll see you next Wednesday. And then, that's what we're doing next Wednesday.
Be there.
We'll be there or be square. Rio, do you have anything that you want to bring up here before we get out of here? Because you have one thing that we have to do really quick, but do you have anything that, question?
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have one.
Bust it.
I don't know if you guys watch Night Ride, but
I don't.
That's okay. A lot of other countries, people post like cool street drifting on YouTube, and it's like kind of artsy and it's cool.
Yeah.
But I feel like if someone that drives in the U.S. did that, it's not the same. You know what I
So
mean?
should we do it?
So you're
And
saying
make it cool?
No, I feel like if you posted that in the U.S., people would be like, you shouldn't do that in.
Oh, so the kind of stigma behind it, like
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there is that, but also I think YouTube and the United States has the ability to go after you for some of that stuff. Other countries might not, because if I can go street drifting and videotape myself and make a sick edit and post it on YouTube and not get in trouble for it, I'm doing it.
You can. All you have to do is put in the caption,
In Mexico.
recorded on a closed course or in Mexico, some shit like that. Yeah.
As long as they can't identify a road.
Even if
and
they
your-
can, what are you gonna do?
And your license plate. So
Well,
that's why you get those cool switchers.
If you don't take your plate off, you're a rookie street drifter.
That's true. No, if you don't have a flipper, you're a rookie street
Okay,
drifter.
alright, that's fair.
Yeah.
Ejecto Play-Doh, cuz you just have a plate thrower. You fucking- Swing!
The best thing to do is go find the same car you have and steal their plate.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
then
steal their car.
Steal their car. That's the smart.
And just drift their car.
Yep. And then they get in trouble.
But it's
Yes.
on your
And you
YouTube.
return. You
It's
return.
on your YouTube. All right, we got to get out of here. So the first thing we got to do is this. Oh, you thought I forgot, fuckers.
What are we learning today?
3 seconds. It's so funny.
Oh, yeah.
There you are. There you are.
There I am.
It's so,
What are we learning?
I think it's the cat transition.
Yeah.
Let's learn something valuable and keep dropping stuff. Let's keep dropping stuff.
Drop knowledge.
Chad's dropping stuff. Rio's dropping.
I'm getting in my Learn Japanese with Rio list.
I love that.
So
That's crazy.
I can keep.
Is
up
that
with
on the Patreon, by the way? That should probably be on the Patreon.
Send me that.
Sure.
I think Rio did, but don't tell him that I forgot to put it up.
So if you want to learn all the other Japanese with Rio that you missed, check out the Patreon.
Yeah.
4 episodes ago, we learned the term for sex worker.
That's so fucking crazy to just see someone like listening for the first time to hear that come out of someone's mouth.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. Something media related sounds pretty cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, let's make it not sexual related.
No sexual.
Oh, okay.
So
Rio's really
we
a couple
can
words?
we can make it sexual by combining it with one of the other words we learned.
Yeah, we can make it sexual because it's photographs.
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
true. Why don't
Yeah,
we
that's
do?
easy.
Is there a different word for camera, or is there a different word for safety?
Camera is camera.
I hate when that happens.
Okay, but a photograph is shashin.
Look at this.
Okay, you're gonna have to fucking phonetic that.
Look at this shishing.
Okay, here we go.
Look at this shushing. Every time I do it, it makes me sting. Oh, I hate my life.
Oh fuck.
All right, is it shushing? Kind of
Yeah,
like
make it a banner.
ka-ching, but shushing.
Yeah, but like shishing.
Hell yeah.
Shishing camera.
Yeah, it's. I hate when the word
Sheen,
camera is
okay.
in like
Yeah.
the it's the same word, but it makes it sound like if I said it, I'd be mocking the Japanese
Right,
language.
you sound
know what
like
I
a
mean?
racist
I
piece of shit
sound-
if you said it like that.
I like yeah, that's what I'm saying. And is it shashin or
It's-
shashing?
Shashin.
Shashin.
But also, if you said
Yes.
photo, people would understand.
Okay.
I don't know if the English version is more popular now because I don't have current Japanese friends. I don't know if everyone just says photo.
Yeah,
But shashin is the original word for photograph.
I love it.
And
Nice.
then
Is that like standard across Japan, or does Japan have like a bunch of different dialects from like different regions? And so, like, if I go to South Japan and say shashin,
Japan.
I don't
yeah,
know.
no, it's standard.
Okay.
Yeah. And then if you're taking a photograph, you shashin toru. Toru is take.
Toru.
Toru.
It's like
Yeah.
a D almost.
Yeah.
That's that sound I was saying the other week that like Americans don't know how to make. White Americans can't make the R
Yeah.
sound that
I
the
can.
Japanese and other countries can make.
Toru.
Just like the Japanese can't say Pepsi.
Jesus Christ, James.
Why?
That's not even a racist comment.
Pepsi.
Yeah, they say Pepsi.
Really? Really?
That C.
Oh.
Like SEE, like they can't make that noise.
Yeah.
So they like inherently because they don't have a sound for that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No shit. That's look at James with the knowledge.
Smart
Look at him.
as fuck,
He's all like, "Shh, come on. Yeah. I love
Should I
that.
do a silly puppet show?
Yes.
Well,
you're gonna-
it wouldn't be a pilot podcast without
That's
one
true.
making fun of James.
That's
This
true.
one's easy.
It's not always making fun of me.
This one is.
This
That's
one
what it
is.
is.
And it's gonna get
No
sexual, I can
hesitation.
tell.
Here I am. I'm gonna go to the bathroom in my own house. I'm James Carper looking through the window. Oh, shashin toru.
Yo, I love that. I just love that the little claw machines get you little tiny fucking cute Squishmallow style ones that have little buttholes. I love that
That's
so
crazy.
much. That is my favorite. Next segment, fun facts with James. Yeah,
I don't think I have any other fun facts. I'm all out.
that was good. That was good, boys. That was good. Thank you, everybody, for an absolute amazing podcast. This was fun hanging out. We'll see you next Wednesday. And here's a huge shout out to our Patreon supporters. This gives us the ability to do a bunch of cool shit. Like I still have to send the winners the hats, but don't worry. Everybody always gets their shit. It's just not instantaneous, but
Sometimes it takes a little bit.
sometimes it takes a little bit. We're doing stuff. We're human.
busy.
We're
true.
trying to
Hey,
do.
you see how busy we are?
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't
we have
slept
2 hours.
the last 2 nights.
I was gonna say James is
Well,
a
3 nights. Well, I tried to take a 2-hour nap last night before I went into the shop, and I ended up falling asleep in my truck for like 4 hours, and then finished my bumper, and then went to work.
Good.
And
You got enough sleep. It's fine.
Oh, it's
Fuck,
about to
man.
end. Hey, love you guys.
Happy 420, everybody.
No, smoke weed.
Oh.
Oh.